Yo, yo. What up, what up? Hold on. Oh, I see two. See, tank, tank. What's the bullshit? What's going on, y'all? What's good? What's good? It's Saturday. It's peaceful. Everybody's chilling. MGJ, what up, man? What's going on, bro? Brother Tank, what's going on, man? What's up with y'all tonight? Smack that like button on the way in so we can push the algorithm out. Get as many people in there as we can. Nice little Saturday chop up weigh in, health update. Oh, no, man. Ramsey, I always do 9:05. It's Saturday, I always do. 8 o'clock, I was watching about Katrina, man. Charlie boy, what up, Bill? What's up, man? Chilling. Semi quiet Saturday. Hope y'all having a good one. What up, Biggs? What's going on, bro? Yeah, man. I said, make sure you hit that like button. Let me push this out. See what we're going to chat about tonight. Of course, we're going to talk about the weight. We're just doing good. I'll wait a little while before I tell you where I'm at. And let's just say everything is moving right along. I think about as good as you can expect. You want to know something? It's like he touched on it just like a little bit, Ramsey J. I agree with you. He touched on it like a little bit, but didn't go as far as he should have. Yep. We more so like blasted the government, like for the building of the levee and everything, and how they responded, instead of talking a little bit more about it. You know, so we're switching to. Mr. Dixon, what's going on, man? Oh, Slim Guy with Guns? Appreciate that, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, he touched on it. I thought it was okay, Doc. He could have done more. I don't know why he didn't talk more about that. I don't know. Yep, he should have. It was good though, but it really just it lets you know how bad this government fucks things up. That one point that was real poignant is when that guy was like, he was trying to save the people in the apartment building, and when he sort of helicopters flying over him and going to save the other folks that weren't black, and then when he took the black folk and sent them inside and sent the white people outside on top of the building, like 5 minutes later they came and landed. Yeah, he proved that point. What up, Patrick? Patrick, you won last night, man. Just in case you don't know, we know you were asleep, but you won last night. Yeah, that was something else. That was something else. Oh no, I thought it was a good doctor. The funny thing is, the first time I ever watched something that was Spike Lee and didn't really have like a Spike Lee feel to it. I didn't know it was him. The only reason I knew is because I was told. But it was he could add a little bit more to it for sure. Some cops are dirty, dirty. We should embrace the fact that the government is always. I mean, Tank. I don't disagree with you, man. I'm just saying when they do it, I'm gonna call it out. I don't think government does anything right at all. But the fact is, we live inside a system that What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Come on in, I spoke to. Yeah, it was good, right, Patrick? That F1 movie was good, man. Yep, it was good. I don't usually rewatch movies, but I'm probably gonna rewatch that one. I enjoyed it a little too much. Yep, a little too much. You hit that like button, y'all. Good news coming, y'all. Good news coming. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna drop that out there. Good news coming. Really good. You're gonna be happy. Tease y'all. What up, Big Dre? Shout out to you and the family, man. Hope everything is running as smooth as it can be running, man. Sending all my love, bro. Man, what's going on, Patriot? Oh, you believe when you hear MJ? Okay. Tap in. What's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Tap in. I was trying to get some merch, man, but I ain't quite down to the size that the biggest size you had. I'm still gonna order me something though. That's gonna be something I can get into. All right, bro. I've been an F1 fan for a while, going to the next Miami. Oh wow! All right, Patrick. You're a real F1 fan. You going to the races. I never been a big fan of the car races. I mean, that's what I'm doing, Tapping. I'm gonna be down, man. I'm gonna be down. So already stuff is already starting to shift. Stuff is getting bigger. Pants is getting bigger. Shirts getting bigger. I'm down to size, so and this ain't switch up yet. Ain't gonna go crazy yet. But eventually I will. All right, Patrick. Have fun, man. I never really, because all that going around and thank you, Tap Minutes. I never like at the Daytona 500. I never really watched any of that stuff. Those car races. I know the F1 is different, but I just never was into it. Yeah, I never really got into it. Now I'm waiting now, but Pops is supposed to throw me a little exercise program. See how that's gonna work. The stuff should start burning even more then. Mr. Biggs, what up, man? Yep, stuff should start burning up even more then. But I was out today, walking around, doing some stuff. Certainly the Americas was built in our whole world. Okay. We got some raceway here, not too far. I just never go. I just never been into it. But yeah, man. What up, Bulletproof? What's going on, man? Good to see you, bro. Just chilling. Just chilling. Maintaining. Doing what I gotta do. Tired of cooking so much, but it is what it is. Yep, it is what it is. At least I know everything I'm putting in me. At least I think I do. I've been eating a lot of eggs lately. A lot of eggs. Boiled. I like making it with heavy cream, salt, pepper, little garlic, it works well. It seems to be working, so it's basically protein and fat I'm doing, basically. A little bit of carbs. Now that probably would be fun, Mr. Bullshit. If you could get in the pit, that probably would be fun. That looks like a whole lot of chaos in a few seconds. Well, everything that I eat, Tank. Everything that I'm eating, I'm preparing, I know what it is. Say that differently. I'm thinking about it, bro. That's what I mean. The food that I cooking and consuming. The thing that I'm eating. I know what's in it. At least I think I know what's in it. HRA. Yeah, I never could get into it, Mr. Bullshitter. Just never could get into it, man. I tried. I need some more suggestions too on something to drink, y'all. Yeah, give me something to drink that's not real high in carbs and something that's good. Trying a whole lot of different stuff. Enjoying the coffee the most. I gotta say. Decaf too, so my ticker rate bouncing all over the place. That's what I'm doing. Trying to get that high quality H2O, man. I went. There's a store we got here called Drug Mart, and they seem to have the best prices on gallons of water, like $1.11. That's even cheaper than going to the dollar store. And they had them. We bought me 8 of those today, and I'll run through those and go back and get some more. My water that I get out of my refrigerator is filtered, but I wanted some sort of spring water. Last time I had Distill, whatever one they have on sale. I drink Distill water for months. Even the juice, man. I tried it, man. I can't say Gatorade is better. Well, what I've been doing is using something called LMNT that I've been putting in my water. It's flavored, but it's got a lot of potassium, magnesium, and sodium. What up, Big Zo? I was eating pescatarian for 2 years and fell off in April. Try to get back to that. I feel much better. Yeah, and that's the thing. Doing what I'm doing, I can say that I honestly feel better. I can honestly say that. It makes me feel better. Blood pressure doing good. Cholesterol doing good. A1C is looking good. When they check that, because I know my glucose is doing good. Roadblock, what's up, bro? Everything is doing good, man. So far, so good. Oh, no, I didn't miss the reference. I know you're talking about Bobby Boucher. I didn't miss the reference. I got it, Tech. I didn't miss it. Yeah, LMNT is good, man. They got some other stuff, too. They got some drops that you just put inside your water. If you just want to, like, do it in small increments. Because the stuff is really salty. But I use it, though. When I'm feeling a little bit sluggish or whatever, I'm noticing if I make sure I get in the potassium and the magnesium and the salt, because I'm not eating, like, a lot of stuff. I am seasoning stuff. That's supposed to be part of it. But as long as I'm, like, keeping my electrolytes and that type of stuff up, everything seems to be running pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. Fill the whole food, get some alcohol. Ramsey, I was getting ready to buy some alkaline water today, man. That shit is expensive. It was like $3.59 a gallon. I know you can get it from Whole Foods. You can get it right from the thing. I don't know how much it costs though. Let me try Lucin juices, the 100% juice with no added sugar. Bulletproof. See, that's the thing, man. I'm trying to stay under a certain amount of carbs every day. But I'll look into that. When y'all give me suggestions, I always make sure I look into it. So I'm trying to stay under like 30 grams or less. Is what I'm trying to stay at. Like I found some bread. Boosted, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Walmart water. You mean they got alkaline water? Because I thought about that. Churn the water. I thought about getting the alkaline water. Because today I bought spring water, last time I bought Distill. But the alkaline water it's like $2 more a gallon. It seems like everything is expensive, man, when you gotta try to eat healthy. It's not a 6-pack wrong. But the funny thing is, Big Zo, I could drink me like some Michelob Ultra or something. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, I just haven't done it yet. And I know, but I might have to mix it in, Mr. Biggs. Get a little alkaline here, regular, you know. I know that's better for me. Take the still don't have no flavor, in my opinion, man. It has no flavor at all. You said that's good, but not every day. What do you mean, Biggs? Tell me, is there something that could it could do to me? Say Michelob Ultra, nah, man, not big so. It's good if you want to have a beer. You try not to be heavy in carbs and calories. I got other beer from around here that I didn't finish drinking. Yep, I ain't finished drinking this yet, and I haven't let myself have anything yet. I'm trying to stay where I'm at. Where's the drawer, Big So? I didn't get one. If it's tonight, I didn't get one. I don't got time to get. When's the next drawing? Because I don't got time to get it now. So what do we get me some? Boy, yeah, there's a lot of them. More than a lot of animals. We get way more than that. Yeah, I don't have time, Big So. It's too late now. Yep, I won't have time. I didn't even think about it. Yep, I didn't even think about it, man. Yeah, well, the pH in the water isn't that good for daily consumption. Alkaline is mainly for hydration after workouts. Okay, so that's what I do, Biggs. When I do my workouts, I make sure I use the alkaline water. All right, I'll go grab me some gallons. Big dog, big dog. What up, bro? What's going on? What's going on, man? Devil dog. What up, yo? Chilling, man. That's right. Cambria Heights in the building. What's going on? Now that's home. That's feet on the ground home. Cambria Heights, St. Albans. That's feet on the ground home right there. That's formative years. Grew up. Oh, right, Patrick. I win $1 billion. That's a brand new range. A brand new range. Since it was a good brand, and they have a dollar. Have a dollar. What's a good brand? Put me onto a good brand. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to hang in there. You know, we got stuff to do, man. I got to be around. We got stuff to do. We got to be able to get around. Yep, got to be able to get around, man. But yeah, if y'all got some good suggestions on alkaline water, let me know. I'll go out and pick up some tomorrow. Finally get it in. Oh, we got some meetup news, bro. You gonna come on and say something? Just add the 1 billion to my collection of. Now, if I would have won $1 billion, the first thing on my mind wouldn't be to get no gun collection. Eventually, I would get something. That wouldn't be the first thing on my mind. There's some the way that I take the money. There's some. I may be crazy, but there's some people in my life that I would try to set free. I'm just gonna tell you, just like that. I would try to set them free. Like, hey, you ain't gotta do that no more. You don't want to. Here, boom. Well, I don't just want to be the only rich guy, because then everybody might look to you to do something. Mr. Bush, you here for an exclusive? I don't know. I don't know, bro. I'll give an exclusive. I don't know. Yeah, but I don't talk, so won't get nothing out of me. What I'm being told. What up, Snap at you? What's going on, man? People. people tap in, trying to set them free, man. That's the thing. Like, listen, take care of this, take care of that, a little something for your pocket. Now, don't be asking me for stuff all the time. I got certain people that I would. I make sure that they was good. For sure, for sure. Can't take it with me. That's generational wealth. Go somewhere and set it up right so that grandkids, everybody be able to eat off of that for many years. They did winning numbers for us. Yeah, Big Zo got a real system. What are you talking about, Snap at you? That's right, Patrick. You take care of. Oh no, not yet, man. I got the shirt sitting right here. I ain't sitting on nothing yet. I got a couple people waiting for stuff, man. I ain't forget about you, bro. I ain't forget about you. I'm just bad with that. I'm bad with that. That's why I don't make no excuses. I'm bad with it. Charge it to my head, not my heart, man. I'm bad with that. I ain't forget about you. Right? I got everything right here. I got you, man. I got love for you, bro. It ain't nothing like that. Back tomorrow, Sunday. Those have to do is Tuesday. Yeah, I'm terrible with it. I'm worse than RGG. I'm worse than him. And that says a lot. He's gotten a lot better than me. Now we gotta take care of that. For sure, for sure. This is about using what we get. Big Zo, you gonna come on a night with me, man? Last night, you gonna come on the show tonight? Last night, I thought we was getting ready to have a disagreement, man. And Roblox, we out there too, man. Because I do wanna discuss some stuff and we can get political. I don't mind. Yeah, I got a lot to say on the subjects. Paying attention. I wanna Philly slow. Always respect, bro. I try not to go in hard when I try not to go in and be really, crazy when he asked me not to. I do my best not to. So you got like 10 minutes, man? All right. That's cool. Give me a second. It's going out now. Here we go. Put the link out there, Roblox. JNK, what up, yo? And anybody else that want to come through and talk? Anybody else want to come through and talk, man? You're always welcome to come through. Speak your mind, speak your piece. Even if it's a different opinion than mine, I'm with that because I think we're supposed to have different opinions and think differently because we're not robots or automatons, and we're supposed to be able to do that and still walk away brothers and still be smiling. We're not supposed to think the same all the time. If we do, something is wrong. Just got back from Drew and account. Oh yeah, so let me do this. We usually get up around. We had a good place. So tonight I'm at 405. 2 weeks ago I was at 414. So we're down another 9 pounds. We're officially at 50 pounds down now. It's officially at 50 down. And I'm happy about that. When I get like 55, I'll be really comfortable. When I get like 55 down, because you know how weight goes, it fluctuates a pound here, pound there. You know how you eat and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm officially 50 pounds down now, man. So now I want to try to kick it in the overdrive without hurting myself. Is what I want to do. Thank you, Tapin. Thank you, Biggs. Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. I'm going for it, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get because really the timing is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to time it, but I don't want to go too fast because I would really like to have my knee surgery before the next meetup. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. But at least if I can get the weight down, it'll help because my knee is jacked up. It just is. Thank you, Bulletproof. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dixon. Yeah, my knee is jacked up, so it's gotta be fixed. That's what I'm doing, Roblox. Trying to stay consistent. Big Zo, what happened, man? I saw you try to pop in, but nothing happened. I'll put the link out there again. Yeah, trying to keep up with the fluids and all that other stuff, man. That's why you'll see me drinking every few seconds. I'm making sure I keep up with it. And I drink a lot when I'm on live. There we go. What up, Big Zo?
Hey, what's going on, party people?
What's going on, man?
Oh man, I don't know it. I got to keep it down a little bit here. I got folks here trying to get some rest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and hey, guess who's blowing out 60 candles today?
Ooh. Get out of here.
Yep, today's my birthday, man.
Happy birthday, man. Yo, man, happy birthday, man. Everybody wish Big Zo happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hold on. Big's out here too. Bring Big's on.
What's up,
fellas? What's going on?
Biggs, what's going on with you, sir?
Ain't much. Hey, it was too much to put in the chat, right? But not the same exact way. Like, we prep for, shit hit the fan type of thing or whatever. But opposed to cooking, say, every day or every 2 days or whatnot, just like cook one big thing that you like whatever it is, the vegetables or you see what I'm saying, whatever, and then just freeze them joints. That way.
I do it for like 2 days. I'll do that. Days I try to do it, but you talking about like for a week.
Yeah, I mean, we know our appetite get tired real fast. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I don't want you like throwing stuff away, but just try to prep to your appetite, basically.
Some is echoing.
That was me. My bad. I fixed it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to make sure I don't waste a bunch of stuff too. That's what I've been trying to do. But like the thing that I've been doing though is I've been eating them eggs, man. I've been eating a lot of eggs lately.
Okay, so the thing with eggs, because I get a lot of my protein from eggs, beans, and shit like that, but eggs is high in cholesterol. So if you eat a lot of eggs, so say for instance you eat 6 eggs, take the yolk out of 3.
Okay. Well, generally, Robert, I eat 3 at a time.
Okay, so if you're using 3, cut one out. Cut the yolk out of one of the 3.
Okay. All right.
That's where your cholesterol comes from. It comes from the yolk.
All right. I can do that.
Yep.
I know this probably going to come off like hard to believe, but I was plant-based for a minute, right? People call it vegan. I say plant-based, right? But since you like eggs, right?
Yeah.
Since you like eggs, I love eggs. I'm a breakfast person. So this joint called Just Egg. It's expensive, but it's a plant-based egg. And it eliminates, you see what I'm saying, that cholesterol factor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's like, imagine, I don't know, like college eggs or like military eggs or something like that, little stuff that's like in a carton, kind of, sort of. Yeah. But it comes in like
it tastes
no,
good.
It's not. It's liquid.
No, it's not powder. It's next to the eggs in the grocery store.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it's all how you season it, bro.
Well, that's what I've been doing, man. I season them up real well. Sometimes I throw some onions in there, some spinach, some cheese, because that's part of my healthy fats that I'm having and stuff like that. Make sure I cook everything in olive oil. I don't cook everything in butter no more. I stop. I'm getting ready to try avocado oil because avocado oil has no carbs in it. Olive oil has carbs in it. So I want to eliminate that. Really, I don't want to get over 30 carbs a day. That's what I'm trying to stay at right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. So I will say this: you get a lot of your fiber from carbs. So if you gonna cut carbs out, you have to somehow put more fiber in your diet. Because I messed around. I say about 5-6 years ago.
Mhm.
I went straight protein, no carbs. And when I tell you, I was locked up like the
And
like Atlanta traffic, boy.
and Roblox, I learned that. So I make sure I get in my leafy greens. Now I
Yeah,
know spinach for me is the lowest in the carbs.
it's low.
But,
It's low, but
but
it's low as in fiber too.
yep, it's got good fiber in spinach. Asparagus is high in carbs, but it's got good fiber too.
What about celery,
Celery, I don't like it at all. I tried it, man.
carrots?
I don't. Carrots is too starchy. It's a starchy vegetable. I can't add that yet.
You ever tried chickpeas before?
I've had
The
chickpeas.
chickpeas though, that's just hummus in my
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
book.
had chickpeas
That's
yeah.
before.
all it is.
That's
You
my
can
thing.
make a main chicken salad out of some chickpeas, bro. I got you.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Okay, just give me a recipe, man.
And like
That's what I'm
All
doing.
instead of putting chicken in instead of like making the chicken salad, you can make a chickpea salad and just
right.
substitute the chicken for chickpeas. You know what I'm saying?
You treat it like a can of tuna fish, basically. You mash it up
Yeah.
and you get busy.
I tried. That's what I did the other day, man. I had to cook some tuna fish. So I made me some tuna fish. That's what I'm doing. My thing is that I want to have some bread or something, but that's
Get
gonna
the
be
get the keto bread.
now. I
You
found
talking about
one
that Dave Killer bread?
No, it's
Roblox?
what the hell is that? It's like low carb. It's like
there's one I
it's like
found called Doha or something like that. It's really low carbs and high in fiber and protein, and I want to try it because the whole what is it Roblox like? If you have 6 grams of fiber and 3 grams of carbs, it's like you get net carbs or something like that. There's a
yeah,
way
you get
net carbs.
net 3 carbs.
Right. So I'm trying to look into that. That's why I like this, because the spinach. The reason I eat that so much is because I can eat that without putting anything in it. There's something about the spinach flavor that I just like.
I got to season that.
Now asparagus, I gotta put a little olive oil on there, salt and pepper, put it in the oven. But those are the things that I've been living on, man. So far, I haven't been. I guess because I'm locked into what I'm doing, it hasn't been like a chill.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shit, did you try that arugula shits that I was telling you about? The
I did try
arugula?
it. The arugula was good. I had to get
Yeah.
it mixed with the spinach, but it was still good. It's
Yeah.
got a peppery sort of flavor to it.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I go to Chipotle, everybody be in the line, be looking at me crazy because I'll get half a scoop of brown rice.
Mm-hmm.
I get pinto beans. I'll get fajita, and then I'll get corn salsa, the medium salsa. What else? Guacamole and cheese, a little bit of cheese, no sour cream, and that's it.
That sounds kind of like the last time I went to Hot Heads. I did something like that.
And if they do it the right way, what I tell them to do, that is 750 calories.
Wow, that's good.
That's 750 calories. Now I've been seeing people go up there at Chipotle, man. I'm talking about that's a 2,000 calorie bowl right there.
Right.
I get sick just looking at it.
Yeah,
I know I can't consume it. No,
right.
I can't.
Yeah,
It's too much.
That's the thing now. If I go get a bowl, it'll last me pretty much throughout the day. But that's why like this stuff that I want. Like I want to have some beans. But it's stuff that I said I wasn't going to make really any big changes until I hit 50 pounds. Really like 52. So I know I'm at 50. Then I want to start changing and adding a few things in. I want to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's really about building a lifestyle. And right now that's what I'm doing. But I want to start adding a couple things. Like, Big, you ever use any almond flour?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I want to look into that because I've been looking into some different keto recipes to use almond flour.
Now I use almond flour, chickpea flour, all types of anything but that all-purpose flour. Oh, but not.
I want to make some salmon croquettes, but I can't use regular flour. So I figured I'm gonna try to use some almond flour, see how it comes out.
Yeah, just do it a can at a time till you perfect it for real.
Right. That's what I had started. That's what I had started doing. So And that's what I do. I get and I don't get the boneless salmon. It costs too much. I've been eating salmon since I was a kid. Them little soft bones crunch right up in your mouth.
Yeah, facts. Ain't nobody
Yep.
got time to pick all the bones out the joint.
Nope. And then the
Nah.
one that then the one that comes boneless is it costs too much.
I mean, you gotta pay for the shit that's good.
I know that's the thing, Roblox. I mean, everything that I'm getting now is healthy, so it costs.
It costs
Yeah.
more money, man. They ain't
Everything.
playing either.
But it's gonna pay up in the end, man. The closer
Yeah, I like how you're approaching it though, opposed to like a diet. You keep saying lifestyle. That's fire. That's a
Mhm.
fire mind frame.
and that's what it is. I'm changing everything. It's like I still, if I want to have beef or something, like I've gone to Burger King, I've gone to McDonald's, I've gone to Wendy's. I throw the bun away, no ketchup. Throw the bun away, eat the lettuce, the tomato, the burger. I do that from time to time. There's no eat the bread.
Yeah.
Right. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm seeing how this is gonna go, man. That's so far, like I said,
Shit.
so far.
I ain't even trying to be like I'm big plant based as well, but them plant based burgers at Burger King be smacking, bro.
Now I had one when they first introduced them.
Them
And it
Impossible joints.
Yeah, it didn't taste bad.
All that shit is chemicals.
That's
Oh
right.
shit.
That's all.
Damn.
That's all that shit is chemicals and make
that
it
was
taste.
the only reason.
Make it taste. Anything that they try to make taste like meat, you got to know that it involves some type of chemicals and some type of bullshit that they putting in it.
Damn, I ain't even gonna look at it like that. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I guess
Mhm.
Because we went to me and my wife went to what was that? The Slutty Vegan down in Atlanta when we went to the meetup in Thomasville.
Yeah.
When we got off the airport, we got the rental car. It was a Slutty Vegan on the way. We stopped there, and me and my wife was eating like, man, this burger good as hell, man. I can't believe it's not meat. And then we just like it just dawned on us like, what the hell is in this
Mhm.
damn?
Right, what's
Yeah, I
That's
never put two
exactly
and two
right.
together, man. I was like, this shit is delicious. Like, give me
Mm-mm.
more. Like for real rap.
Oh, it's plant based along with chemicals.
Yeah.
Like you said,
they do got some other companies that it doesn't taste like beef. It's really
They got some shit in the grocery store, Morning Star.
yeah, Morningstar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Morning Star. That's pretty good.
I don't like how it tastes.
But if your ingredients is longer than 2-3 lines,
that's
we got-
right.
we got a problem.
That's right. Or one of the things you could do is take a piece of that burger off and take it outside, set it on the ground, and see if the ants eat it.
If they don't eat it, then that means something wrong with it.
He said the weed be letting you know evil alert.
Right.
It's like, no, that's foul, bro.
There you go.
That's the thing, though, man. Most of the stuff I've been buying is like one ingredient stuff. Like
How much water are you drinking?
I'm trying to get in 64 a day. I'm trying.
Man, you got to do better.
I'm trying. I can't
You
get.
gotta get a gallon.
A
Man,
gallon.
I be having a hard time trying to get in the half a gallon.
You be pissing like a racehorse, but
Get one of these.
Now, Big
yeah,
Zo,
that's my white guy.
I got one that's similar to that. It's a gallon. I just can't.
Mhm.
I just can't seem to get it in. I try.
Start off early in the morning.
Man, Big Zo, that's my enemy right there, what you just put on the screen. I cannot accomplish that damn thing, man.
It's hard to drink a gallon of water every day.
Yeah,
That
sure.
gallon right there. And you know the best thing about this is I got this when I was at Arm 4 in Ohio.
Oh, really?
At the grocery store right there, right next to the hotel.
Oh, you got it from Kroger.
Yeah.
$7.
It'd be hard for me to finish that, boy.
All right, Bully.
Hey, it's not really, because if you start in the morning,
That's right.
you start checking, see where your line is, to see where your water is, and it's like almost like a challenge.
That's exactly right.
That's almost like a challenge. I can do that. Oh shit, I only got a little bit more water to go. And by the time you get to the end of the day, it's gone. Now I'm totally transparent. I have not. My wife got one. I don't have one, because when I'm at work, I literally I get a gallon of water at the store every day. And by the end of the day, I probably got like an eighth left.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the gym, or I go to the gym in the morning. It just depends. So the thing is that losing weight and being somewhat healthy, because I'm not the super healthiest dude in the world. I'm not that dude. But I will say consistency. No matter, because anytime you doing something, life is gonna throw some bullshit at you.
Right.
And it's your job to weather the bullshit and still do the shit that you were doing. You know what I'm saying? Because when it hits you with that shit, you be like, damn, man, I ain't gonna go to the gym today because such and such and such and such. But then one day turns into 2 days.
Right.
2 days turns into 4 days. And then,
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So just stay consistent, man. I'm proud of you, though, Zach. Proud of you.
Appreciate it. I'm saying, when y'all staying on the track, man, when y'all see me again for Arm 6.
He said, I don't need no help up. I'm going to get up my damn self.
Yep. Like, this is going. That's the one thing that I don't like, man. I can feel the difference on my knee when I'm walking up the stairs because I'm losing, but it's not going to get better.
Right.
That's what bothers me. It's not going to get better.
That's right, because then that arthritis is going to take over.
Every time I get up, I know it starts talking to me. Say, I'm right here. There you go. Every time I get up. But still, it helps, with, especially walking up the stairs, losing the 50 pounds. And I knew it would. I knew taking some weight off it would help a lot. I knew it would help.
There you go. Well, congratulations, my man.
Thank you, man.
For real. Congrats, bro.
And we talked last week too about I started my my account, Big Zo. Everybody who was here last week started my my investment account, my monthly job we talked about. That started. I said I was going to do it. I did that. I didn't want to come back without doing it.
There you go.
And they sent me the literature for the custodial account one too, so I know what to do with that. All he want to do is buy Roblox. You need to buy something else.
That's right. That's right. How you said, don't hand it to him until he's 25.
Right. So, yeah.
Not 18, 25.
Right. No.
Man, I was at the gym today, man. So I've been on this 5 and 5, 5 sets, 5 reps on the bench to increase my bench. And this was my like I go through my normal workout regimen through the week, but I do 3 chest strenuous heavy chest exercises a week. And today, man, this is getting old shit trash, dude. it's getting old shit. It's horrible because I did I was on my 4th set on my 4th rep, and I felt my pec muscle that goes into your shoulder. I felt it. I felt it like strain, almost tear.
Damn.
And I had to re-rack the weights because it wasn't gonna be a good ending. It wasn't.
Right. You're messing around and tear something up real bad.
Yeah, man. Then my boy, who was a personal trainer, he was like, man, just do like if you was 25, then I say like, yeah, 3 days on chest is cool. He was like, man, just do 2. So now I'm gonna have to wait probably a week before I touch chest again. Cause
you gotta let that get better.
Yeah, I gotta
let that heal, bro.
Better. That's right. That's right. And then you know what you do, Roadblock? You just put 1 plate on each side of the bench.
I don't even know if I want to do. Man, look, I'm just gonna walk past the bench.
You'd be like 135. You'd be like,
oh man.
Try dropping it down like by 20 pounds, but do more reps.
I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna touch it.
Man, let me tell you, hey, Roadblock, no matter what now, don't be that dude that walks in there kind of buff looking and put 125 on each side.
Oh no.
Hey,
that is
you kick my ass. Everybody know me. Everybody know my capabilities at my gym, so I ain't worried about that. So they say he's that. Oh,
I'm just saying, don't do that, okay?
He's a punk bitch. Look at him over there with the pussy weights. He's
Don't do
over
that.
there with the pussy weights.
Don't
No,
do that.
All right, since I got you here, I just saw something before I came up here. There's a big court ruling. We'll see what y'all got to say about that. We had a 7-4 en banc is what they call it, appellate court ruling about the tariffs today, and they've been basically ruled illegal because of how they were done. What you got to say about that?
they are illegal.
I mean, I know they are.
Yeah.
You can't declare an emergency against every country on the planet.
Yeah. No, anybody want to go first? Okay.
I mean, for me, I think what happens is that some of it was inevitable anyways. I feel like some of it was inevitable, creating all these tariffs and everything else. Some of it was just going to be inevitable. I think one of the things that this whole thing has done is that people are starting to spend more time trying to determine where things are coming from too. You know, what you buy in the store, people are like, well, where is this made at?
Right.
And you know that's not a bad thing either, right? So
I don't think it is, but I think a lot of that sentiment is based around American manufacturing. And just in case anyone doesn't know it, manufacturing is never coming back to the United States. It's
Not the way it was 30 years ago.
no.
It's never going to be the same way with the golden age when we had the Industrial Revolution and we had all that. That's never happening again. People aren't going to do that. People are not going to pay $20 for a pair of socks. I know regular socks. They're not going to do that. That whole thing in our country is done.
That's right.
That's not happening again. That's why all of this tariff shit doesn't do anything but hurt us. It's just an extra tax on the American people. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Just a tax. And that's why everything is so damn expensive. That's why I picked a fine time to decide I was going to eat healthy. Because every damn thing is more expensive.
Hey, so did anybody notice their light bill, their energy bill go up?
Roblox?
Yeah.
It went through the damn roof, man. This last month, I had the highest.
My shit was $400 last month, dog.
Yeah.
Please.
Wow.
They hit us in Maryland like that, like
Mine was
3 months ago.
Mine was
That's
double.
ridiculous.
Roblox double. I was shocked out of my mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was shocked out of my mind when I saw that. I was like, "What the?" That's the highest it's ever been since I've been living in this house since 2009.
I wanted to go back to my old house. I was gonna call my tenants like, "Hey man, I'm about to."
That's right, Philly Slow. Fuck AES. That's what I got too. Fuck AES.
Y'all see, I ain't got a whole bunch of lights on in my house right now. Shit, it's high as hell.
Rest my thing is, man, I work from home, so there's always something going on here.
Yeah.
But when I got that bill, I was shocked that I couldn't believe how high that bill was.
Right.
That was the first time ever. I said, my house ain't big enough to have an electric bill like that.
Because the distributors all across, you know what I mean, the U.S. is like the monopoly, man. You can't get it, you know what I mean, but from, you know what I mean, a certain person. So they're going, finesse it, basically.
Mine might have went up maybe, I don't know, 10%, $20.
Nah, man. When you used to getting electric bills that may hit $200, $150, yeah, right. It may hit that.
When it's real hot outside, and your AC running, you know what I'm saying? I say $250, but $400.
My AC. Funny thing is, my AC is more. My AC seems to be more. It's my heat pump seems to be more efficient when it's hot than when it's cold. So my bill usually goes up during when I need to use the heat. But I don't. Matter of fact, man, I don't want to turn the heat on.
Wow.
I don't want to. That shocked me when I looked at that and I saw that. I was like, what the hell is this?
$400.
Yeah, man. That's
Big Zo.
$400.
$800.
And then so
$8 for you.
Me and my wife. So when me and my wife moved,
$800.
$800.
Man, that's all summer for me.
That's the highest it's ever been since I've been living here. I've never seen that before. But I'm in a lot of threads like around my neighborhood and in my community, And a lot of people, it was the same thing. It's they trying to kill you when it comes to that stuff, man.
Mm.
And I've been asking a lot of people in my neighborhood the same shit, like, man, and you don't want to get too personal, but it's like, man, your energy bill, did your energy bill go up?
Right.
Like,
you know what you could do, Zach? You know what you could do? You know what you could do about that?
What?
Buy stock in the energy company.
That's right. You know, so I didn't think about that. That's right, Biggs. That's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do. Put some money in there.
So you saying Big Zo when you say that, like what, they get the dividends, the
Yes,
pay
sir.
for your
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I would, and here's the thing, Targets. I would love to be able to go solar, but because of where I live, I can't put solar panels. Because if I could put solar panels on my roof, that would have been done. I would go solar. I would go buy me a big ass what's that company? Like
Windmill or something?
No, it's like an AC 3500 or something like that. Big backup battery, and I would basically the electric company would end up owing me money. I would set that up that way. That's how I would do it. And I would have, if I could have solar panels on the top, I'd have a bunch of them. I'd have them in my garage, and I'd have them on my house.
I'm sure everybody do their research before they buy something, major, on anything for that. But be careful with them solar panels because they will say, the bill will be this and, the sell part. But the long story short is you get tricked out of paying for the actual solar panels for like forever. It's like a long dumbass contract that takes forever. You see what I'm saying? To pay off. Basically like how the security companies come around. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. It's the same thing with the solar panels. So just kind of be careful.
Make sure that I ain't spending $100,000 on solar panels.
Facts.
And paying for 30 years.
But $800 in 1 month?
That was Big Zo. It shocked. It literally shocked me.
How big is your house?
I was about to be like, Zach like 2 months behind.
1,632 feet.
Zach got to be a month behind, Zach.
No, I'm never a month behind.
Fuck y'all, I'll pay y'all next month.
And that was the thing. If I was a month behind, I'd be like, okay, no. That's what I was like, no.
No, but he said he worked from home though. That shit.
Yeah. I work from home. I work from home, and well, I may have 1 or 2 computers running at all times.
Okay.
And these are server grade computers. So
it's definitely pulling a lot of energy with the server grade joints.
Everything
but it still ain't nowhere close to that.
Everything in my
house.
Raleigh? I don't have anything in my house.
Durham.
I don't have any gas, nothing. Everything in my house is electric.
It's Duke Energy, baby.
So my and this is the crazy part. My shit was $400. My dryer is gas. My stove is gas.
I got the same setup.
You see what I'm saying? And my shit was still $400, man.
My stove is electric. Everything electric. Dryer, everything is electric in my house.
But no, I'll start reading the BGE bill, right? Everybody take a look at your BGE bill. It tells you. Yeah, everybody don't have BGE, but your gas company bill, right? It tells you like the peak of when to do certain shit. You see what I'm saying? Wash clothes on Tuesdays, or you see what I'm saying, or something like that. Man, it's coming down. I'm like $20, $30 short, but I'm about to start following that shit to the T, man, because it's ridiculous.
It don't seem cheaper, Tina.
It's not cheaper. It's more expensive.
It don't seem cheaper.
More expensive, man.
No, I mean when you do your daily, you know what I mean, or weekly things.
We're talking to Tina. Tina said,
and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is that I have 3 skylights in my house. I got one in the kitchen, I got one in the master bathroom, and I got one in the main bathroom. So you don't even got to turn on the lights in there because during the day, the light from outside lights up the kitchen and those rooms. So you don't even got to turn the shit on. Like I grilled today. I didn't turn on no lights in the kitchen. Didn't turn on none. Cause the light from the sunlight lit up the whole crib. So I'm thinking to myself, how the hell is 400? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send them 200. Already did, and then next week I'm gonna send them another 200. I'm not giving y'all $400, and I just don't feel comfortable giving y'all $400 in one clip.
Man, I was like, I said, well, let me send them half of this right now.
Good
And
God.
I mean, what you gonna do? Because, I mean, I can't not have electricity.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah, you're a captive audience,
Yeah,
which
what can I
is
do?
Because if you
which
think
is a
about
good idea to buy the stock.
it,
That's
and
right.
and gas went up gas for your car. That shit went up. It jumped up. What was it? 2 days ago, it went from 280. It went from around here. It was like 249, and it went up to 329.
Good gosh.
Because I mean, Roblox, I always go to Costco. So it's always about 35, 40 cents cheaper than every place else around.
So we got Costco, but
$2.59.
Sheets is cheaper than any other gas station around here. But I got a Costco card too, so I'll
Now,
probably
the one thing, because they just started putting a bunch of sheets around us too. And the one thing I do like about sheets is you can buy the blue gas. If you got a flex fuel vehicle card, they got it's what is it, 80 something miles.
86. Yeah, 86.
Yeah,
86, yeah.
Because they always put that on sale for like 95 cents or 99 cents a gallon during Thanksgiving. Because whenever I drive to New York, we always map a route around Golden Sheets. We get gas from Sheets.
Yeah, but what happens is your car is not as efficient with that though.
Exactly, because I know it's not as efficient.
You see what Ramsey J said about your AC unit?
Yeah, I saw that. And I was suspecting about that.
How many times have you going out there? How many times have you going out there to check your coils on your AC unit?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't checked the coils.
You got to check the coils every summer.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
When the spring come around, check your coils. Make sure that your AC is not running harder than it should be.
Okay.
That's right.
Sometimes when those coils is clogged up and you not haven't cleaned them AC units run hard, and then if they keep running harder than what they should be, that's how
right.
they break. That's how they break, and then you out of $3,500 trying to get it fixed.
3,500, more like 12,000 to replace the whole thing. How old is the unit?
You ain't got nobody who you ain't got no HVAC.
So my pump that I got outside is probably maybe 3 or 4 years old, because my original one was really old and it broke down. And when they told me how much it was going to cost, I called my barber.
Yeah,
you know anybody?
Hell yeah.
HVAC.
He was like, oh yeah. So he sent me his man, and his man came over and hooked me up. Because it was the guy who I bought in from the regular company. He was like, oh, it's what big. So he was like, yeah, it's gonna be about $12,000. I said, $12,000.
You can kiss my $12,000.
Right. And that's what I called my man Raj. And Raj was like, oh yeah, here, call my man. I called. He came out here from the west side, came over here, took a look at everything. He was like, oh yeah, man, I know where we go get this unit. You good? Let me look inside and see whatever. Flushed everything for me, did all that, hooked everything up.
So what a lot of people don't know is, if you get you an HVAC guy, these HVAC guys know the people who sell these units.
That's
the
right.
units that go, like the units that are maybe out of spec, not necessarily out of spec, that may be missing a part that they can easily fix. Them just go on sale for like 70% off.
Well, that's what he told me about this place that's not far from us. He was like, he said, this is where you got to go get it from, man. That's where he went. Yep. He went there and he was like, he said, we're going to cook it up. It's going to work fine. It worked. That's why the first thing I thought was, I said, let me call my man Raj. I know he knows somebody. Everybody go to the barbershop. Immediately, he was like, oh yeah, call my man here. Tell him I told you.
Tina knows you need that HVAC hookup. You need an HVAC hookup guy.
I had that same thing with I had that same thing. Your barber just seemed to know people. I had a refrigerator I had to get rid of, Robot. And you gotta capture the Freon in there or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have no equipment to do that. And when I was trying to find someone to do it, it was mad expensive. I called him. He was like, yo, I got a guy. He'll come out there, take the whole thing from me. You ain't got to worry about it. Dude came out there, took it right out my garage. I paid him like $30. He was like, yeah, listen, man. He's like, nah, don't worry about it. Because I was like, whatever he does with it, he does with it. He was like, oh, no, I do this all the time. Gave it to him, gave him $30. He came, put the whole damn thing away.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the barbershop is a great place, man.
That's the connection right there.
That's the connect, man. That's the connect. Or you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I get up with a lot of folks that I know that's on like Facebook or whatever. My dude Harrison, he the HVAC dude. I remember I was in Chicago working at night. Kelly called me at 2:00 in the morning and said, "Babe, it's 59 degrees in the house."
Hmm.
I said, "Are you serious?" She was like, "Yeah, the furnace went out." So I tried to get her to troubleshoot through that shit, and that shit ain't work. So I sent my boy Harrison a DM. He hit me up in an hour. So he DM'd me back at 3:30 in the morning and was like, "I'll be there at 10. If they can go to your mom's house or they can go somewhere else, I'll be there at 10. I'll meet your wife there." Dude, he brought a furnace. No, he came with a troubleshooting thing. So he troubleshooted that shit, got that shit to turn back on, but he said you're gonna need a new one. He got a new furnace in 3 hours. So I say about 1:00, he came back with a new furnace, put that bitch in, time to go. I paid a quarter of the price of what I'd have paid for some motherfucker at like Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mhm.
What happens? That's what happens, man. That's how when I saw it when the guy told me how much that cost, I was like, nah. And then I had my actual furnace on the inside. This guy was telling me I was gonna have to replace it and all this other stuff. He was like, man, you ain't gotta replace this. He said, read this label right here. You can use this and you can use this. He said, I'm gonna flush this bad boy out. Once I flush it out, I'm gonna fill it back up. And you're gonna be fine. He ran some stuff to make sure there wasn't any leaks within the pipes running through whatever. He said he ran
some dye. Mhm.
Yeah, he said you good. Right. I had to go.
I try to keep two in the pocket, man. I really do. Honestly, you got to. You got you with that type repair type because you never know when it's gonna happen. And it's always at the worst goddamn time when it happens. So you definitely got to keep two on deck. Got to.
Oh yeah. I know that, Patrick. No R22, man. You gotta get whatever that new stuff is.
Yeah, even the 410 isn't even new now. They phasing that out.
Mm-hmm.
They got some 2 something blah blah, and it's actually based on propane.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, I was like, nah, I didn't like. It's just like stuff just costs too much, man. Like, I had recently I had a slab leak too, but I didn't have to pay for that. Condo association paid for that. But that would have been a big job, man. The guy was like, listen, he said, I'm gonna test this here, see if it's this line going to the kitchen. He said, if it's this line going to the kitchen where the leak is, unfortunately, we're gonna have to jackhammer all of this and tear this up to fix this. I'm like, what? This was my wife was away. She was overseas. I did not want her to come back. But all that stuff. He said, let me check. So he checked that. That was fine. He said, listen, it's the main pipe. It's this one right here. He was in there, came back the next day, fixed it, took about an hour. It ain't cost me a dime. Because the first thing I started doing was like, how much is this gonna cost me? And he was like, well, for this ain't gonna cost you nothing. I was like, oh, good. Yeah, you get into those things, man. It's plumbing, heating, electrical.
We talking about housing. Anybody got like a generator for their house?
No,
that's in the plans.
So
right
I do. I have a gas power generator out in the garage. I got my solar power generators, but I do want to get, and I'm gonna get one. It's
What's that called? Generac?
No. I don't want a Generac. I want to get an Anchor setup. There's a company called Anchor that has.
Is that the solar joint?
Yeah, you can do solar with it, or you can hook it up to a battery to charge it up. But basically, what they do is they put it. I forget the switch you call it. They put it in your house. They hook it up to the switch. Transfer switch, right? You flick it over so that you don't want to have that on and blow
the electrical grid.
Right. So you just turn that on, and then it'll light your house. What up, Noah?
Yep.
How much does that compare to that Generac shit?
So that one is probably about $5,000, I think. It's between $3,500 and $5,000 for that one. And it'll run your whole house.
Depending on the size of the house.
Right, and I learned about that from Led. Because that's the one that he liked. We had a long conversation about that. I learned about that one from him. Because he was like, that was the one that he would recommend for the whole house. Over the EcoFlow and everything. That's what he recommended. And I
got a hard time pulling the trigger because I don't know, is gas electric or solar. But if we shit out of luck, the only thing we got is solar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
Solar would
that's so
always
the
be
ones that I seen, the solar is like a nice ass used car. The generator I seen,
Oh,
like
I mean,
15,000.
well, no. The one that you don't gotta do that. See,
Okay,
my
okay,
patient has a
okay.
new one that powers our entire house over 4K. So the first person that I knew that had one is when we went to Real Deal's house. Robot. Remember we went to Real Deal's house?
Yeah.
He had that big gas generator sitting outside his house. That's if
Yes,
the
we
power
did.
goes out. And it power his whole entire house. He had it sitting out there. But his living situation, he got all that land and stuff around him. So he had that big giant generator sitting out there. Because I want something like that. I want a whole house solution.
Hmm.
I want to do that. And to spend
So if,
4K on something like that, I don't think that's a lot. But for peace of mind, basically.
so if y'all was to buy one, which one would y'all buy? Gas, solar, or electric?
I mean,
Chargeable one.
if I were to get some set up like that, I would get a solar one, but I would have batteries too. I would have battery backups.
Yeah, I would. I see. I don't know a whole lot about them, but
Hmm.
with me being novice to it and knowing
Hmm.
how our shit is, I would go solar, but with the option to use a battery, like Zach said,
Right.
or
That would be my setup. My setup
like
would
a
be that
multifaceted one.
exactly. I would have the main big unit, but I'd have the extra battery, the backups too. Because you can set it up to where that they're charging or like trickle charge.
Mhm.
There's a whole system where you can set it up so you always have it. And that's
Hmm.
my main goal is what I want to have. To
Right.
be able
Right.
to have
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want
For
the gas
me,
power stuff because it's too loud. I want stuff to be
right.
quiet, just in
Yeah,
case
yeah,
everything goes out. I
Right.
don't want to draw attention. That's why I like
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. For me, Biggs, one of the things I would do is I would get an external unit that powers the whole thing, but it would have to be water cooled. All
Mm,
those Generac ones, those 22 kW ones, they're all air cooled. I would get a water cooled generator. Hmm.
Okay.
said Generac is good, but there's other brands that are just as good and a little less
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
That's packed business. So
Kohler makes a good one.
who?
Kohler makes a good one, but Generac has a 25 kW unit that's that's the minimum size for their liquid cooled,
Okay,
and that's really not that bad.
what's not that bad?
25K. Water cooled
Yeah,
one.
yeah, it's 25K. It's water cooled. That's the smallest one they have is water cooled, and
That,
Okay.
that's probably about
25K is crazy.
25,000 watts.
25K
Oh,
is.
25,000 watts. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
25,000.
I thought you talking about the price.
No. Oh no, the price is probably about 7,000 to 8,000 for just the generator alone.
Okay, and then you got to get somebody to install it and all
You
that other
got
stuff.
somebody
Yeah, the setup
install
and
it. Yeah.
everything.
So I mean, you're thinking maybe 10, 11,000. But the
Right.
thing that happens is they
No,
sell those 22 kW air units for
Mhm.
that same price.
You ain't catch that shit.
Yeah,
See,
Well,
because there's a way to.
since we was, oh my fault. Go
do
ahead,
it.
Zach. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I'm just saying there's a way to do it to set it up to where because I don't want to spend $20,000 on it. But when I
right,
think about it, well, honestly, when I think about it, one of your biggest investments to be able to have something like that, especially with the way things are going, I want to be able to, if I need to, get off the grid and still be able to have something. But I definitely want it to be quiet. I want it to be quiet.
right, because
Okay.
if you get an air cooled generator, it's not going to be quiet. If it runs on gas, it's not going to be quiet. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And then you'll become very popular with your neighbors.
Yeah, don't need that.
$60 is all gas and 16
Right.
wasn't adequate for the whole. Really?
Yeah. If you have natural gas, that's the key right there. If you can get natural gas,
I don't have no gas.
yeah. See, that's your
Okay.
problem right there.
Yeah, no gas here. Everything here is electric, robot. Nothing is gas.
Yeah.
So
Well,
since my stove and my
you have a
stove,
house
my
condo.
oh my fault. Go ahead.
I had a condo.
You see, condos. They don't. A lot of condos don't use gas. They use electric.
Well. The other thing too is because it is a condo, you won't be able to hook anything into it anyways. Probably not.
Well, I can get permission to do it.
But the other thing too is you could get a solar wall. Tesla makes a solar wall too.
I saw that too.
So
My thing is charging it, Big Zo. because I
Yeah.
can't put any panels up on the top of the building.
No. What it does is it uses the AC that you have, and it charges off the AC, and then whenever the power goes out, the solar wall actually takes over, and then it'll provide you with power for, I don't know, a day, few
Okay.
hours, whatever it happens to be.
Mm.
And then after that, that the batteries will just deplete.
So now let me ask you this: is there a way to charge the power wall from like an external generator? Like let's say if it's during the day, and I got me a big generator sitting outside, and I want to try to power the batteries up a little bit. Is there a way to
You
do
probably could, yeah, but you'd have to have it all set up for that.
that? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, I think there's other people that use their cars to do that. People have trucks now that do that, right?
Right. So with that,
F-150s that have a generator mode.
well, I had we rented like I think it was like a 4Runner. It had a big giant gas converter sort of thing in the back of it. It was crazy.
That's exactly right.
See, Patrick, but that's why I like the whole anchor idea, because I can put that inside the house and ain't nobody gonna know it's there.
Yeah, because the anchor unit, all it is it's as big as a small cooler.
Well, no, these are big, so they probably stand 3 or 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah,
And probably about maybe 10, 12 inches wide, maybe.
yeah. The problem you have with that is those batteries have a shelf life, and whenever
Right.
they're dead, they're dead.
You have to cycle them and all that, but,
Right.
but you get a lot of cycle time out of them.
Yeah, but the thing that happens is they don't last very long. 5 years, 7 years at the most. You got to start replacing them, and that's not cheap.
True. It's not cheap. It wouldn't be cheap.
No, not at all. So I mean, but you can get the anchor unit. You get a small anchor unit, and then after that, you can run your fridge and everything else.
That's why I got my EcoFlows, man. When our power went out just out of nowhere. So what happened is, it's always a funny story because all of my furniture in my living room reclines. So I was reclined at the time, and all the power went out. And I'm like, how the hell am I gonna get out this shit?
Oh shit!
So what I did was, after that happened, I was able to get out. I went and I got these smaller. I got a small little EcoFlow and a small Anchor Solex, and that's for if there's gonna be storming or something. If I think it's gonna happen, I hooked the furniture up to those. So just in case the power goes out, I can at least get up and down. But I have to worry about going through some gymnastics. But my other EcoFlow, I got a bigger unit and then a battery backup for that unit that hooks to it. And we had our power was out for probably 18 hours. Only thing I worried about was my freezer and my refrigerator. That's it. My outside freezer, as long as you keep your freezer closed, it'll be good for a couple days if you don't go in and out of it.
That's right.
So all I did was I waited till we got to about 12 hours, and then I hooked up the refrigerator, hooked up the inside freezer, just to keep things going, and then you can alternate it. So you don't have to have it running all the time, because the freezer's going to stay. Your deep freeze is going to last for a few days.
That's right. It's going to last. That's right. As long as it ain't empty, as long as it doesn't have a lot of empty space. Keep it
cool. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna get me another EcoFlow too. I want to have a pair of those.
Yeah, because ain't no way you get no generator.
I don't need to power everything. I don't gotta worry about TVs, computers. Right. I just need this stuff. I don't want stuff to perish. That's all I was worried about. I didn't want all the food to go bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because your internet most of the time it'll be out anyways.
Right. Yep.
Because the internet usually uses terrestrial power to execute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if that's out, then there you go. But usually cell phone seems to keep working.
Well, that's the funny thing is I had that happen too. I was working during the day, and my internet and everything went out. So what I did was I hooked my laptop up to one of my little backups, and picked up my phone, put the hotspot on, and ran right to the phone. I'm running 5G. It would never skip the beat. VPN worked, everything. I was like, all right, now I know what to do.
That's exactly right.
You don't gotta worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So Big Zo, I got a question.
They won't, Tina.
with the dividend thing, right? Or whatnot. Since we're talking about PAL and you said to, invest in, that way if you can. How
Hmm.
much or how many shares do you have to like purchase? Like I understand it from like the very ground floor level or whatnot.
Hmm.
Like you buy stock in AT&T because you need a cell phone. You got a cell phone and
Hmm.
you know BGE, so on and so forth. Like
Hmm.
I haven't hit the mark in regards to really seeing the reciprocal side of the dividends. You dig what I'm
Hmm.
saying or whatever? Like it's
Hmm.
little payouts. You see what I'm saying? You as you
Hmm.
know, it's every 3 months or a month or two
Hmm.
times a year or so on and so forth. But them
That's right.
checks be so small, bro. Like
Hmm.
like what like how do you get to that point? Like from your perspective or whatever.
I
Keep
would.
adding on more stocks or what?
That's exactly right. Yeah, yeah. What you do is you start off with a small amount of stocks. Let's say it's like $50 a month. Okay, $50 a month. After 1 year, that's $600, and however many stock, how many shares of stock that happens to be. Now you got more shares, and then you tell them to reinvest all the dividends that you have. So instead of saying, well, don't send me a dividend check for 35 cents, just reinvest those 35 cents to purchase more shares of stock. That's what's called dividend reinvestment and dollar cost averaging.
That's what
Okay.
Big Zo got me doing right now, Big. That's what I got.
Dividend
Okay.
reinvestment.
First,
Yep.
the first thing that I bought was United Healthcare. That's the
Oh,
first thing that I bought.
I could I could tell you a story about United Healthcare, but we'll save that for a time whenever it's just me and you talking
Yep,
that.
that was
But
the first one that I bought was United Healthcare.
yeah,
I remember we talked about Rupert Murdoch and everything. I said, you know something? The first thing I want to invest in is just United Healthcare.
United Healthcare is about 310 a share now, 320, something
Mm-hmm.
like that now. Yeah. And the thing,
Eventually, I'll have a share.
but the thing is that just a month ago it was like 250, 260,
And
240, something
I
like that.
we just keep going. That's
And
what I'm for.
yeah, but the thing is that get on the dollar cost averaging $50 a month, get them to come and get that out of your account every month,
Yep.
the same day of every month, and don't even look at it. And then after that, just say reinvest all the dividends that you have, and then look at it in a couple of years. And then whenever you start getting dividends, you might start making $20, $30 every quarter on dividends.
That's what my thing is, man.
Okay.
My thing is
Mhm.
it's for the long haul.
That's
Maybe in
exactly
the
right.
short term, like we said, because it's for 10 years. Sit there for 10 years and
That's
see
right.
and just keep every month, just keep dropping into it.
That's
It's
right.
basically like a I'm gonna call it a high yield savings account. It's kind of
That's
how
exactly right. Yep, yep. And then once you've been doing it for a while, maybe 10 years or so, then after that you might start getting, whenever they pay dividends, you might get a couple of $100.
mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then you could say, okay, just reinvest that. Just keep
Right.
just keep reinvesting it if you don't need the money. But the
Yep.
other thing too is I mean at $50 a month, it's gonna take a long time to build anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
so basically take $50, turn $50 into $100 in another year.
Mm-hmm.
Find another $50, right? And then that's what you do from year one to year two. Now you got $100. And then after that, you double that on year three. So now you find $200 a year after that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now what happens is you started actually consuming less money.
Well,
And you started,
he
yeah.
dropping. Those are symbols he dropping.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Chapman's talking about that. Yeah, the QQQ, the SPY, the VTI, the VOO. Yeah, I've got some of most of those. The VOO is actually pretty good. That's a good ETF.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing these
The
down.
yeah QQQ. I'm not so hard on
What up,
QQQ,
Thomas?
but the spider, yeah. But the other thing too that happens is, and that's what you do, Biggs. Here's how you do it. Start at $50 this year, right? Next year, increase it to 100, right? Okay, figure out a way to make it increase to 100 next year, right? Then the year after that, increase it to 200. Okay, And then the year after that, what are you going to do? Increase it to
400.
400.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is now you're
You
starting
keep
to
flipping your money, basically.
yeah, $400 a month. And once you get to $400 a month, now you're
That's
putting
when you
in like
start saying it.
4 or 5,000 a year, right?
Right.
And then you start to seeing some major actions on your dividends and everything else.
So I asked a question, like I'm close to paying my car off, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So I'm already paying that money. You dig
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? And I was thinking, since I'm already accustomed to it, to start throwing it, you know what I mean, that way. You know what I mean? Or
That's a good
whatever.
idea.
Opposed to a falling
That's right.
asset, you know what I mean? I can
That's right.
start using that money that I'm already used to paying and,
That's right.
go that way.
That's
That's
right. That's right.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
what I'm gonna do, Big. So I'm gonna in the next couple months, I'm gonna bump it up to like 120 because I'll
Mm-hmm.
be finished with a student loan. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
used to paying that money somewhere. So I'm just gonna take that money and I'm gonna shift that over.
That's exactly right. And that's how you do it.
Because
Because
I'm used to paying it every month anyway.
that's right. That's right. So Biggs, how much you owe on the car? I mean, if you don't
Like
mind me
$9,000 left.
asking. $9,000
Like
left. How much is your payment?
474.
474. Okay, so basically we're gonna run that up to about 700, and we're gonna get that out of your way in another year. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh shit. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
or like I tell a
No,
lot of
I don't
people,
understand, but like explain. But go ahead.
no, what I'm saying is that if you got a car payment, instead of paying monthly, pay weekly.
No, you
or
can pay
bi-weekly.
bi-weekly. Yeah, yeah,
Bi-weekly.
yeah.
That will lessen your payment a whole lot. That will cut you at least a year to 6 months of your total payment. I mean your total loan for that
That's
car.
right. Now, the other thing too, you got to ask yourself is what kind of car is it? How much did you start off with? Can you turn around and sell the car and make more than 9,000 and buy a car for paying cash?
Right.
You
Oh,
know,
see, no, I ain't even got that far with it. I got you. Okay.
but see, the thing is if you can get 15 for the car, then you can sell the car for 15, and you can turn around and take that 6,000 and buy a car and pay cash. And it may not be the newest car, but
Right.
it gets you from point A to point B. And then after that, you could take that $600-700 a month and start investing it.
Okay.
And that's something you can do right now, today, this week.
So I'm,
Bet.
I'm going taking the car to the shop in the morning.
But
I'm
the
keeping
thing
that
is,
car. I'm keeping that car till it falls apart.
But see, the other thing is this though, Biggs, is that understanding that you got to figure out a way to get rid of your consumer debt and your
Right.
car payments and stuff is going to be the biggest thing, because that's where a lot of people, a lot of Americans are just throwing money, and it's just not getting anywhere. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why I'm stuck at. Or whatnot. I get what you're saying. Or whatnot.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
eliminate the debt and then invest if you can.
Eliminate the debt, but the other thing too is invest a little while you can. Right now.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, because if I were to tell you, okay, your car payment is $450 something, and I tell you to make that car payment $900 and still put $100 down into stocks that you buy $100 a month, you're like, damn, that's $1,000. No, find $1,000. Okay, we as Americans, we waste so much damn money. We buy so much shit that we don't really need. It could be alcohol, it could be cigarettes, it could be groceries. I mean, go to a grocery store that you pay less money for.
Go to Aldi.
Aldi's.
Right. Go to Aldi.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I mean, and then one of the other things you can see, all I'm doing is saying everything that Dave Ramsey is saying. Okay, so I'll be real specific about all this stuff. Okay, so basically, one of the things Dave Ramsey says is every dollar that you make, put a face onto that dollar.
Mm.
What's that going to do? Every dollar that you make, put a face on it. Okay, this is going for my car payment. This is going for my rent or mortgage or whatever you have. And then after that, you determine how much money you're going to have at the end of the month. And yeah, You know, and then after that, Dave was saying, "Hey, eat beans and rice, rice and beans. That's no joke."
I mean, it's funny that you said that because one thing that I noticed is because like when I'm not eating out at all, it's funny because even though groceries are higher, I'm still saving more. I see more disposable money by
That's right.
shopping and cooking than I do eating out. It's amazing. It reminds me of the pandemic, the whole pandemic thing. When
Mm-hmm.
like that when I was just cooking all the time and it was so much more money. Like where's the money come from? Because you ain't buying a bunch of food out. You
That's
shop.
exactly right. And
Yes.
then Dave Ramsey basically says that you shouldn't be going to a restaurant unless you work there.
Wow.
That's right.
Damn.
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't be going to a restaurant unless you work there. And then after that, what happens
Learn how to
is
cook.
yeah, no. The other thing too is he's always advocated for people having multiple streams of income. You know what I mean? If you have a full time job and stuff, yeah, that's cool. But then do some DoorDash, do some Uber Eats and stuff like that. At the end of the day, deliver food, deliver groceries, and everything else. There's plenty of people who will pay you to deliver shit to their house.
What up, creative? That's one of the things that I like about YouTube. You can actually make money off YouTube
That's right.
every single month.
That's
It's
exactly right.
not always a lot. Sometimes you have better months than others, but you
That's
can
right.
get a check from YouTube every single month.
But see, the other thing too.
And you drive that.
That's right. That's right. The other thing you can do is this, Biggs. One of the things you could do is you could just be honest about all your finances. Yeah, haven't we seen these YouTube videos where people start off, they say, we owe this on our house, we owe this on our car, we owe this, and then we don't have too much and nothing saved up for investments. I want you guys to
Mhm.
go on this journey with me. And they start off with next to nothing, and then all of a sudden they start building this audience of people. AdSense revenue starts paying you money.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, you're getting farther and farther out of debt. But the thing is people have to be genuine whenever you do all that.
Right, Tina.
You
Yeah.
know,
You said sell everything but the kids.
sell everything but the well,
Give me the facts. Spend less than you make it. Sell everything but the kids.
that's exactly right. But the other thing too is that it's actually investing is a lot easier than it was even just 2 years ago. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, when you started explaining this to us a couple weeks ago, the different things you started explaining to me, it gave me a different understanding. I'm like, wait a minute, I can do this. I'm like, I'll waste this. I can take this
Mhm.
and with this, and I won't feel it at all. I don't even have to look at it, and
That's right.
I can just let it run. Let's take its course, and just keep going and going and going.
That's right. But the thing is remember, there's two models that I have, okay? And I want you guys to tell these to me, okay? These two models I live my life by, okay? The first model is when you know the truth, nobody can lie to you, okay? That's the first model. What happens is that people haven't told us the truth before, and therefore we don't know the truth now, right? Okay. I can tell you right now that you can go and buy this stuff $50 a month. I'm not going to tell you what stock to buy. I'm not going to tell you what ETF or mutual fund to buy, but you can do it.
Right. Mhm.
Okay. It's kind of like I'm teaching you how to drive, but I'm not telling you to buy a Ford, Chevy, or Dodge.
Right?
But I'm telling you that hey, you can drive if you want to. Okay. The second motto is time once it is wasted is lost forever. Okay.
Can't get it
You
back.
ain't you can't get that back. You can't get 10
Never.
years ago back. Okay.
Never.
What you didn't invest 10 years ago is gone.
Yeah,
But what you can do something about is the 10 years that you have ahead.
that's right.
Okay. And if you don't do anything about that 10 years that you have ahead, you're gonna be sitting around saying, shit, I should have did something.
And Biggs, man, it wasn't hard to do either.
Oh my God.
It wasn't hard to get started. I mean, it was so easy. I was thinking it was so easy to do. It wasn't nothing. It was
And
real
Right.
easy.
And what prompted me to ask the question today, right? I looked at
Mhm.
my I work for the government, the feds, right?
Mhm.
hmm
And I looked at my TSP and I'm
hmm
like, all these goddamn years, and I know a little bit about the stock market, you know what I mean? Just a
hmm
little bit, but it ain't growing the way that I think it should be. You understand with that all those years of contributing. So
Yep,
it's just
yep,
like,
yep.
well, what the fuck? Like,
I know why. I know why. What that is that's your risk tolerance. Okay, so one of the things that we do, and it's not your fault, okay, because if you invest something today and it's worth $100, you buy $100 in this stock. If that stock goes down to $99 the next day, and it goes down to $98 the next day, and then it goes down to $97 a day after that, you're gonna want to sell. Okay, that's what's called risk tolerance. Okay, so what happens is there's a lot of us, and it's just by nature. You feel like it's just costing you money, and you're taking a risk, and you're gambling, and all this other stuff. What you do is choose companies that have good, solid principles, whatever the principle is that you want it to be. Okay, good, solid management, good, solid market share, good, solid dividend, whatever it happens to be. You invest in that company. If that company goes down a little bit, take it. That's the opportunity to buy more money, to buy more shares. And so what happens with your TSP, what you probably did with your TSP was you probably did most of the lowest investments you could on your TSP.
the G fund. Yep, facts.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
I
yeah.
damn sure did.
And so you did the GIC fund, right? And
Yep.
so what happens is it only gets you like the guarantee is that you won't lose any money,
But you won't gain no money neither.
but you won't gain nothing. That's the problem. And so what you need to do is rebalance your account, get into something that's a little bit more risky.
And that's
Okay.
that's what we talked about that because that's what I did a while ago.
Mhm.
I went in. I wasn't really conservative. I was risking, but I could risk more. And when I talked to the consultant, he was like, "Well, we can do this, we can do that." And I was like, "Yeah, so you know something? Go ahead and do it."
That's right. That's right. Because
And the funny thing is, it pays off. Because the reason why I was getting into it because I was like, I want to make sure I was protecting everything. And the funny thing is, it paid off.
that's right.
But then all of a sudden, I saw this thing go. I'm like, oh, I
Yep.
like it. So I'm making bank.
That's right.
That's retirement. It ain't for now. That's for when I retire.
That's right. That's right. But what happens is as long as you're investing in stocks, mutual funds, and ETFs that have solid management and have a solid foundation, then after that, I think it'd be fine. I don't deal in options. I don't deal in derivatives. I don't deal in crypto. I mean, maybe that is the best thing since sliced bread, right? But I don't, I think I'm at the age right now, and I just turned another year. I don't want to learn that much about it. So, because having regular stocks has worked for me, and then regular mutual funds, and so what you want to do. What you want to do is you want to take and rebalance your account, your TSP account, and focus on S&P 500 index funds. Focus on that, and then after that, you'll probably get somewhere 13 to 15% as opposed to 1 or 2%.
Yep.
Because what happens is inflation takes your money at 3% every year, right?
So that's why I'm not saying anything.
That's
Because of the
exactly right.
inflation. Okay.
That's right, because of inflation. And so what happens is inflation is just taking that money away at 3%. Like I'm saying, man, when you know the truth, nobody can lie to you. Okay. And your TSP, they'll put it in whatever you want to put it in.
It's like because we asked last week, we said $20,000 today, and you invested. How much is that $20,000 going to be worth in a year?
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
So this was. That's why I said I can't, and I agree with that. I can't do anything with the time that I wasn't doing more.
That's right.
Now that I know, I can do something with the time I got.
That's exactly right.
Right. Exactly.
And so just take and rebalance all of that stuff right there. And then once you get it rebalanced, then from there you'll start getting it on the right track. You can't do nothing about the past, but the good thing you can do is check to see how much the match is. If you're with the government, you're on TSP, they may do a 1-for-1 match. I believe they do a 1-for-1 match up to 6%. Okay.
Yeah, 6%. It's still 6. It's still
Okay.
Everybody does. My company does that too. They measure 6%.
And so what happens is you got to be putting in at least 6%.
That's right.
Because if you don't, that's 100% in your pocket right now. No risk. Okay.
Because you playing with the house money too.
That's right.
Everything that you put.
Man, let me tell you something. Hey, Biggs, I'm gonna reach you that cord and I'm gonna slap you if you tell me you're only putting in 3%.
No, hell no, it's 6%. I ain't that
Okay.
slow. I'm a little slow, but I ain't that slow.
Okay,
6%, hell yeah.
Do the full company match.
That's right. That's right. At least get that full company match. That's really what you need right there. And then after that, you can start doing things and rebalancing in the SP 500. Then after that, create your own account. Create your own account where you can start doing your own $50 to $100 a month. You'd be surprised after 1 year what you're looking like.
Okay. Because I played around with it a little bit like during COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not. Your neighbors giving out them little checks and so on and so forth. So I said, pose the Jordans or another Blicky, whatever. I'm going to see what the stock market about. I dove into like the options and betting against, that Starbucks is going to be $71 today, opposed to that average, $80 today or whatever.
Right.
And I lost a lot of money and I gained a lot of money, but I just ain't in that situation to sit
It was
there
even.
and play in that. Yeah,
Right.
and playing that arena. You understand what I'm saying or whatever. So like
That's right.
like how I look at it like opposed to the old saying, I'd rather do the mattress money opposed to giving it to the bank. You see what I'm saying? That low ass APR that, you know what I mean, what you get, you kind of, play with it a little bit. Basically, pause or no, whatever, no diddy, whatever. But just, figure it out. You know what I mean? And invest more, basically what you were saying in regards to staying in a low risk type of, ordeal or whatnot. But I just haven't put all the way on in the direction of making those right decisions. And I understand the stock market is never going to be a right decision. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just a market or whatever. But I'm losing more than I want to gain right now, basically.
Yeah. Well.
So
I think what happens is once you get that rebalancing in TSP, then from there you're gonna be cash positive. Okay. And then after that you'll have a hedge against inflation, at least in TSP. Okay. Now as far as after taxes, then from there, I would say go ahead on and find a few companies or find a couple of good S&P 500 mutual funds. There are literally thousands of them.
And that's one thing that I did too. So after we talked, I went and I used AI for this. I said, I want to know what are the top performing mutual funds right now. And they gave me a list from different sectors. It gave me a list of them. And I'm like, okay, there's one that I'm looking at. I'm going to invest in that.
There you go.
I said, let me see what AI has to say about this. It's a powerful tool. And I always see things about people don't never use it for how powerful it actually is.
That's exactly right.
It starts spitting out stuff like these are the top funds. And this is like, okay.
That's right. Well. Remember, with ETFs and mutual funds, you have what's called an expense ratio. So an expense ratio is what you have to pay in order to own that particular security, whether it's an ETF or mutual fund. So some and not all expense ratios are made equal. So just watch your expense ratios. Now the VOO that was up here, that's got a really low expense ratio, and it's an ETF. Okay. Yes, that's really, really good. Everybody talks about VOO. That's the Vanguard, whatever. Yeah.
I got some Vanguard stuff in my main thing when I go look. It's invested in some Vanguard stuff. It was BlackRock, then they switched to something. It sort of moves around.
Yeah. But the thing is this though, Biggs. Once you start doing this after taxes and stuff, Dave Ramsey says, not Dave Ramsey. What's the guy's name? Jim Cramer on Mad Money. He says, have you ever watched the show Mad Money?
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
CNBC. It comes on 6 o'clock Eastern. Here's what you do. Here's what you do with Mad Money. I'll tell you guys the secret to Mad Money, to understanding what's going on with everything that Jim Cramer has to say to Mad Money.
Mm.
What you do is for the first 2 weeks, okay, all you do is watch it until the first commercial. Okay, it comes on 6 o'clock. You watch it till 10 minutes after 6. When the first commercial comes on, you turn it off. You do something else. You watch something else. Okay. Then after that, after 2 weeks, you just start understanding some of the stuff that he's talking about. Because if you sit in there for an hour, it's going to be so much stuff over your head, you'll never catch up. You'll never catch up. And then
That's
by the
my
time
point.
you, and
I'm lost. I'm lost
that's right.
after watching it.
That's right. You're lost. But after 2 weeks of doing that and turning it off after the first commercial, then what you do is every other day you watch the full episode, and then the next day you turn it off after the first commercial. You do that for 2 weeks. Okay, so then you're
Okay.
only watching like two full episodes a week, and you're turning it off at the first commercial break. And you do that for a month. I promise you, you're gonna learn a lot more about how the stock market works.
Okay.
To me, that's been the key. And I've
Nobody never broke it
recommended,
down like that.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
yeah, because I watch Mad Money, and for me, I watch it all the way through. Some days I don't watch it every day, but I watch it. I watch it all the way through. And what he'll do is he'll talk about who's coming up with earnings and everything else. And then you can start, you start hearing stuff like price to earnings ratio, EBITDA, and all these other things. You can go research some of that stuff. All that's cool. The thing is that it's all about how much the stock is actually worth the next trading day, right? So you can speculate on earnings and everything else, but the thing is get you a good practice of doing dollar cost averaging and dividend reinvestment, and do that over time. I think it'll be great.
Right.
So,
It does. It does.
I do understand that Chinese, yes, and I've been speaking that Chinese for 30 years, and I've been trying like hell. I've been trying like hell to get these young people to do this, because I started this when I was 25.
Mhm.
All right, y'all. I got to slide, man. I'm about to watch the movie with the wife.
All right, Robot.
Peace, baby.
All right, be easy, bro.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
All right,
Appreciate it.
so
See you, man.
peace out. Yep.
But yeah, so get that, understand how the Chinese works, man. Because let me tell you something, man. Just like Malcolm X said, just like the guy with the Malcolm X movie said, hey, I can book numbers, don't need paper or pencil, right?
Mhm.
And you work on it. Once you learn that, then nobody can take that and hold it against you. Nobody can use that against you. Okay.
Biggs, I'm gonna start calling you West Indian Arch.
I'm working on it, but the other thing too that happens, Biggs, is that once you start seeing a little bit of money roll in, once you start seeing some dividends roll in, then you'll understand exactly how it all works.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you do that, then from there, the idea here is you're trying to do this on a major scale now, and the only way you can do that major part of the scale is you have to have the income to invest, and then you have to have the time to let it grow.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have, and if you don't have both, it's going to be kind of, your results are going to be mixed.
But I think the bottom line is do something.
That's right. Do something. Don't do nothing. How old are you, Biggs?
43.
40. Oh man, you got
plenty
time.
of time. Right.
You got plenty of time.
But my thing is though, like, and I've heard not exactly all of what you said, but not. But I've heard part of what you said in regards to invest, and I've invested, and I'm not going to say like I'm well off, you know what I mean, but I want to be better than where I'm at, and I think everybody else feels the same way. But my thing is like I want the glitz and glamour, just to keep that shit all the way, you see what I'm saying, the bane of the stock market, and I just get frustrated that I'm not getting that because I've took the, you know what I mean, the gem jewels that was dropped, but I ain't where I want to be. Peace.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
complaining either. You understand what I'm saying, or
yeah,
whatever?
yeah.
But
Yeah,
ugh,
so basically, and one of the things that I will say, if you start doing this dividend reinvestment and dollar cost averaging, what's going to happen is your dividends is going to be taxed as ordinary income, right? So anytime a
that's
company
why I
pays
got
you,
hit. I'm sorry to cut you off. That's why I fuck up at with when it comes down to the taxes. You understand what I'm
Mhm,
saying, or whatever the case may be? Because say, for instance, I hit something for say 3K, right?
mhm.
You know what I mean? I'll pay the taxes where I'm at, but somehow, some way, it's like I'm paying quadruple on it. You dig what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah, yeah. But the thing
I'm
is you're talking about options now, right?
yeah, yeah, yep.
Okay. See,
Hmm.
see the thing, like I'm saying, man, to me, I just don't know that much about options. Let me be honest with you. And I've been doing this for
Okay.
30 years. Okay. I don't know jack about options. I'll be the first person to tell you, I don't know anything about options and derivatives. All I do is just straight ETFs, mutual funds, and stocks. And whenever the stocks pay dividends, you have to account for those dividends, and you have to report that anytime a stock pays you more than $10 a year in dividends, you have to report that on your 1040 form. And what happens is that
Hmm.
gets taxed as ordinary income. Now, what happens is that once you go to sell that stock, then from there you have what's called capital gains, and then capital gains is a separate tax, right?
Mhm.
Separate capital gains is like if you had the securities for more than a year, then the capital gains on that is 15%. But if you had it for less than a year, then the capital gains on that is 20%. Most
That's the
people
part
in
right
this
there.
most people in this
Crazy.
country, most people in this country are at a 22% tax bracket.
Hmm.
Most people, okay? And if you're at a 22% tax bracket, you're actually saving money by reporting those dividends and then taking all of that together.
And they send you a 1099 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah. They send a
It's
1099
not a
DIV.
1099. It's a yep. There you
Yeah,
go.
it
Yep.
is. Yeah, it is. It's a 1099 DIV form.
Hmm.
And what happens is you have to report that on your tax return. And it's like I'm saying, it's taxes ordinary income. So if they pay you $10, you got to pay the taxman's a pimp and the taxman taketh, right?
Right.
So you can't make money without having to report that to the IRS, right? So
Mhm.
Hmm.
and the best thing to do is have a really good way of doing accounting for that. And the only thing you really have to do is just have a spreadsheet. You just go out there on Gmail and create you a spreadsheet and say, well, this company, I got this amount for this, and then after that I have that form, and you just report that on your form. When you
Mhm.
come up there for the next year, you just add another column in 2026, 2027, and you can see how much you had, and you can see how much those dividends actually grow over time.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
See what I'm saying? And the thing is that once you start seeing that, you'll start to say, okay, now I'm starting to make some progress. People don't see progress unless it's right there in front of them, right? And I always tell people figures just don't lie to you, right? So what you do is like for you, Biggs, take your TSP, right? Create you a spreadsheet, okay? At the beginning of every month, at the end of trading, on the first day of every month, write down how much that is. How much is it worth? Just put it on the spreadsheet for yourself. And then go back there a month later. Every month, write that down so you can see exactly what you have. Because let me tell you something, man. These people don't want to tell you. All they're going to tell you is how much it's worth today. They won't tell you how much it was worth 2 months ago, 1 month ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Then you can say to yourself, okay, now I'm making that kind of progress.
Okay.
Then you might, and by the time, I mean, if you could put in, let's say you could put in 200 a month, 200, 300 a month. that may totally change the way you look at money when you turn 60. And you get your TSP balanced and everything else. You keep your 6% in your TSP. That may totally change the way you look at money. Now, the thing about TSP is that that's going to have a tax implication to it. You got to pay taxes on that because right now it's tax deferred, right? Yep. So that means that at some point in time you're going to have to pay taxes on that money. It just is what it is. Okay?
So do you think that at the end of the year, right? Then, and this is just a wild thing that I've been thinking on, and you brought it up about me. At the end of the year, say December, pay period 24, 25, I cash out. I don't take the money. I take the money essentially, but I take the money, pay the taxes, and put it back and keep investing.
No. What are your TSP?
Mm-hmm.
We're
Whatever
talking
the gain
about your
is.
TSP? No. You're talking about taking it out of your TSP? Yes? No? Which one is it?
Mm-hmm. The TSP.
You're gonna take it out of your TSP? Oh, hell no. You never do that. Okay. Never. Maybe.
But you just said that it's tax, right?
It is. No. Your TSP, it is tax deferred. That means that whenever you get to be 60-something years old and you take that money out, you are going to have to incur taxes on it. You got to pay income taxes on it. No. At the age of 43 right now, you have to pay a penalty for early withdrawal, and you have to pay a special withholding and everything else. No. You don't touch your TSP until you're at least 60 years of age. Mark my words on that. You don't take out loans on your TSP. You don't do none of that shit. You leave it in there.
I don't touch it. It's just the whole thing of it was, my thinking of it was, why I said that, my logic behind it is the larger the number, the larger I'm going to get taxed. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So that's all I was saying. Like at the end of or closer to the year.
Yeah, but Biggs, I mean, that's a whole lot of house money too, right? Because you started off with 6%, then you earned and then they gave you 6%, and then that money turned into extra money that you made on your investments, and that's a whole lot of house money. Okay. I wouldn't look at it as that's a major deal because the amount that you actually paid in you're probably going to get all that out of it whenever you get it out at 60. But the thing is people, because right now there's a lot of people in this country, they have like $500,000 in their 401ks, and they're 65 years of age, and they don't know what to do with it. Okay. And they're trying to retire and everything else, and they don't have no pension or whatever. And what happens is they need the money, right? But then they don't want to touch it because they're going to incur taxes. Well, guess what? Remember what I said 5 minutes ago? The taxman's a pimp and the taxman take it.
So he gonna get his money.
Pay the taxes because what happens is if you don't do it, you're gonna have required minimum distributions at the age of 74. So that means if you don't take it out at 60, whenever you don't have to pay the penalty for early withdrawal, that means you're still hanging on to it at 74. Then you have to start taking something out of it. Now, there are some people who do Roth conversions and everything else. The problem with Roth conversions is that, you kind of have taxes at a higher rate now, because
you said that, because I just asked Fidelity about
Yeah,
that.
because
taking a chunk of the pre-tax and put it into like a Roth, and the way he explained it to me, what the tax implications were and everything. I was like, so I really don't want to do that. I'm gonna end up paying a lot now, but I don't know. I was gonna ask you about it. I don't know if in the long run it'll be worth doing.
I think what's going to happen with something like that is that Trump is kind of, and this is kind of one of the good things that Trump is doing, right? Because he created this whole tax cut thing back when he was 45, right? And then Biden wanted to increase the tax rates that everybody paid, but then all the Congress people said, well, no, the tax that Trump was talking about is lower, so we're going to keep it. So then Biden decided to keep the Trump tax breaks, and now Trump is trying to keep those tax breaks permanent as 47.
They permanent
So
now.
yeah, and so what happens is that people were thinking, okay, well this tax break thing, it's going to expire in like 2026, and everybody's taxes is going to go up. So then there was all these people trying to get all these Roth conversions together, and what happens is that just wasn't working for people, because if you take that amount, then that's basically going to add to your taxable income, and
That's what they told me. It was like, if you take that this year, when you go
that's
to
right.
taxes, you're gonna
That's
have to
right.
pay. You have to pay tax on them. But whatever tax bracket you in, that's the amount you're gonna have to pay on.
That's right.
But I thought
That's
it was only
exactly
for
right.
that year, though. That year.
Yeah,
that
well,
you
well,
filed.
well, yeah. It's only going to be for that year. You know, you whenever you do a distribution, it's only one day throughout the year, but
Mhm,
it is for the entire year, right? So the
mhm.
taxes run for the entire year. The problem you have is that if you do that while you're still working, you know, for you, Zach, you're still working, your wife is still working, and so you guys are making all this money, and then you take a little bit more out like
Right,
that,
right.
and
I put one
and
in
then and then that whole piece right there, even if you're 60 years of age, you know, a lot of that gets eaten up in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of a problem for you to try to do some kind of a Roth conversion right there. So one of the things that you probably would want to do now, the good thing about having a Roth is that you get the tax advantages, right? Because a Roth, you can put money into your Roth, it goes in after tax money. But what happens is the money that it gains is tax free when you take it out. That's the advantage of a Roth. And then after that, you don't have the required minimum distributions at 74. So you could be 80, 90 years old and still have a Roth IRA and still keep making money on it.
That's what I
So
wanted
that's
to
my thing of thinking, like doing 6% with my TSP and doing another 6% with my Roth.
You can do that. You can do that because what happens is with the Roth, you're restricted to $7,000 a year is what you can put
Mhm.
into a Roth. Okay,
Yep.
unless you're 50. If you're 50, then they give you $8,000.
Mhm.
So basically, what you do is you just put that money into that Roth, and then after that, you can make that Roth self-directed too. You could take that Roth money and you can invest in ETFs, mutual funds, everything, and you can manage it
However
all
you want
yourself.
to do it. Exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But the thing that happens is whenever you get to retire, if you have $100,000 in your Roth, that is like $100,000 in cash.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's power.
it looks like the max that, I guess because I'm 50, said the max that I can put in is 8 grand.
$8,000. That's exactly right.
Mhm.
Yes. It's after tax money, but you can take that money and you can invest it, and whatever money you make off of that investment is tax free. Yeah, you're right, Tapin. I guess I am cooking. I said I was going to join this call for 10 minutes, and here I am an hour and a half later.
Hey, I'm sorry to pick your brain, bro. I'm sorry, Big Zo.
But it's okay though. Here's the thing. Here's one of the things I will say is this, okay? Is that I feel like the more of us who actually learn some of this stuff, the better off we all are going to be. Okay? Because there's just so many people that don't really look like us who are saying probably these same things to you guys. And then you're saying to yourself, I don't know if I believe this person. And if you hear the
Yeah,
same thing
I
from
believe
me,
somebody that look like me, then somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to feel that way, but that's how I feel. Straight up.
that's what I'm saying. But the thing is that's one of the things that we have to do in our community. Okay,
Yeah.
is we have to educate each other. And one of the things that happens is that I've had people come to me and say, man, I want to do some investment. I want to do some this. I'll do all the. I said, you know what? I could tell you how to do all this, but I just can't take you back to the future. Right? I can't go back with you for 20 years. People say, well, why would I want to go back? Because if you would have learned this 20 years ago, you could have applied this. And then after that, that may totally change the way you look at money.
Check
Right.
this out, Big Joe. At the
Mm-hmm.
main man go off, right? At the 6 o'clock, the whole game plan you gave me, right? I'm gonna flip
Mm-hmm.
it on you. After that first, segment, Then won't
Mhm.
you just go live and make a big as old Motley Fool channel? The teachers.
Right.
But I mean, and the thing is,
Real shit though.
I've kind of thought about that because
I
I kind of
subscribe. I promise you I subscribe.
I know
I
some
need to
of this
learn that
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, because the other thing too is that I know that my target audience is always going to be people who are under the age of 30. Okay, because that's when I got started with this, was at the age of like 24, 25. And the thing is it's just changed everything, right? You know what I mean? And then I see a lot of folks just trying to figure out exactly what they're going to do for their retirement. When they turn 60, 65 years old, what are you going to do? What do
Mhm.
you have saved and everything else? And then after that, some people say, well, wait a minute, these people were never taught anything about money. Okay, yeah, they don't teach it at school and everything else. I understand that. But the thing that happens is that there is actually ample supply of YouTube videos that are out there that will tell you exactly what to do. I'm not saying anything that anybody else isn't saying on YouTube. I'm be honest with you, okay? Right? Now, all you got to do is go out there to YouTube and Google and search dividend reinvestment and search dollar cost averaging.
Yeah, I did that after you said it last time.
It's all right there. Okay. There's no mystery to it. Okay. But the thing is I want you to have used that principle for 30 years. Then all of a sudden you're going to look up, you're going to say, okay, now I see what's going on.
That's why I'm taking this opportunity, stuff that he's teaching us.
But the other thing, that's right. But the only thing you can do is deal with today and move forward, and let's not talk about this in another year whenever you've wasted more time.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We talk about the year from now and say, hey man, look what this is doing now.
That's exactly right, and that's what I want people to do. But the other thing too is just be aware of your risk tolerance. Okay, if you're going to invest in an energy stock, remember the energy sector only gains at like 10% per year, but it's been 10% forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay,
consistent. It's just like on the work. You know
it's
what your
real
paycheck is.
consistent. And so when you guys were talking about these $400, $800 utility bills and stuff, I was like, wow, isn't that something? But the other thing too, I say to myself is hey, there's got to be a reason why you don't have money in whatever the utility is that you're buying energy from.
Right.
Because you think about it, right? Energy is a captive audience. I didn't say that. I'm not an investment advisor. I'm not telling people what to buy, right? But energy is a captive audience, right? Because you don't have a choice of what of another energy company to use at your house, do you?
Only just I can switch the distribution. I can switch who I buy my actual electricity from.
Okay. Well. In North Carolina, we can't do that. Okay. So everything here is.
You know how you can do that? Like I can buy out of state suppliers.
Mm-hmm.
So I can like shop around and find a better deal.
Yeah. No. Everybody in my neighborhood uses Duke Energy. Okay. That's it. Duke Energy.
We all use AES, but I think for the program is where you can buy your actual electricity from out of state. Now AES does everything else, but I can buy the supplier charge or whatever. I can find a lower rate than AES, and I can buy it from out of state.
Here's the other thing. Here's what you do though, Zach. Think of how many households are on AES, right? How many people are buying electricity from AES? Then after that, go to finance.google.com and plug in AES and figure out what their symbol is and do a 1-year chart on them. See where they are. See if they're losing money or gaining money, right? Mm-hmm. And then after that, you could say, hey, I could set up if you're on Fidelity, right? I assume you're on Fidelity, right?
I am.
You could set up a recurring transaction, right? Because I'm giving you the keywords here. Recurring transaction, $50 a month, let's say $50, $100. I don't care what it is. But then you say, I want to buy this particular stock. And what they'll do is they'll go to your account, pick up the money, and put it into that stock, and you put it into that brokerage account.
And that's
Simple. That's
what the United Healthcare is.
man, let me tell you something. As early as 2 years ago, Fidelity, you couldn't do that with Fidelity.
Mm.
Okay, so they just started doing that, and then their competition like Schwab and Vanguard, they have restrictions on what they can do. Fidelity doesn't appear to have any restrictions. Every stock or ETF or mutual fund that I wanted to buy, I've never heard any static from Fidelity on buying it as far as recurring transactions.
Okay.
I don't know. There may be some restrictions at some point that maybe they'll say you got to buy $3,000 of this security in order to get an account. I don't know. Okay, but with Fidelity, as long as you have $1, you can start investing.
Right, you can invest.
As little as $1. Now it'd take you a hell of a long time to get a whole share.
Right. Take you a long time.
That's
But the
facts.
thing is that you could do that and you could start doing all of that stuff. And that wasn't available 2 years ago. And I just found that out myself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the thing is once I started doing that, I was like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was buying stocks through the transfer agent. So I would buy stocks direct. You know, my $50 a month it was all bought through the transfer agent.
He was
And what
dealing
would
with the
happen-
middleman, Big Zo.
That's
It was
exactly right.
1-to-1. Yep.
And then what happened was I would have to pay a transaction fee. Sometimes it was $1, sometimes it's $1.50, something like that. I didn't care because I was just buying $50, $100 a month. I didn't care if it was $1. Okay. But the thing is now I know that I can buy the same amount of money and I don't have to pay that dollar. Shit.
So you buying more shares because you cutting out the middleman.
Right.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. Once I figured that shit out, and once I figured out how to make all that stuff work, I'm like, let me tell you, I'm trying to shout this from the mountaintop, my brother. Because I want all of us to do this. I want all of us to do this.
That's
All
why
right.
you need to drop the Motley Fool's Big Zo channel. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I don't know. I guess I could.
Real
But
shit.
the thing is,
I'm being real with you, like for real. You know, some people catching on, and I'm just now catching on. But that shit could be dope. Like,
Same here, big. I'm learning, man. That's why
yeah,
I
like
said after
we don't get taught. We don't get
same night. I said I'm gonna go.
we don't get financial literacy at all. Like at all. You know, understand what I'm saying? Till we old.
Mhm,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, YouTube is for young people. Real shit.
mhm,
You understand what I'm saying? So why not
mhm.
use what you got to be with the young people, and hopefully a young motherfucker catch it.
Yeah,
And you
but
know what I mean?
that's right. That's right. But
But
the thing is that I don't mind sharing that information with people. The other thing too
yeah,
is that for me, I can't tell you what to buy. That's the thing.
Right.
You have to do your own
yeah,
research. You have to figure out what you want to do. All I'm doing is teaching you how to drive. Okay.
mhm.
And you determine if you're gonna buy a Toyota, a Ford, a Chevy, an SUV, or
Yep.
whatever you do. Okay.
You get in where
determine
you
that.
fit in.
That's right. But the thing is I'm just a driver's ed instructor. I don't tell you what to buy.
That's what I'm saying, Big Zo. Put it on YouTube, man. Make a
Yeah,
channel, man. I'm trying to
I
tell you.
don't know. There's a lot of work with YouTube from what I understand.
It is a lot of work.
Oh
So,
well, then I digress. Then I didn't know it was a lot of work, but
oh yeah,
I don't know. Just
producing
drop something
videos.
on your Instagram. Just drop something a little 30, well, however long clip it takes on a Wednesday or a Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? Like sporadical. At least you know it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and
Mm-hmm.
people get it where they get it. Because you
That's
got
right.
a wealth of knowledge, bro.
That's why I'm gonna keep having Big Zo come in on the Saturday night because he can spit all the financial stuff that he want. I want to learn it, and I want everybody to learn it.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
because basically right now, Zach is right at the point where he can do most of what anybody else can do at this point, right? You can
Yep.
buy any stock that you want in any denomination, and you know how to set up recurring transactions.
That's right.
That's all there is to it.
And
If
if
you
for
want,
some reason, you can't understand it, call Fidelity. They'll walk you through it.
that's exactly right.
They'll walk you right through. Oh, this is what you want to do. Yeah, this is what I want. Okay, this is how you do it. This is what you.
That's right.
They'll walk you right through.
Okay. One other question I have for you, Zach, and tell this to everybody since you just started doing this. How much has Fidelity charged you for all of this?
It seems like it's free.
It is.
It's free.
You don't pay nothing.
Now they charge me on my other stuff I have with them from work.
Right.
It's like a little fee because I have an investment advisor. But for my stuff I'm doing myself, it don't cost me a dime.
That's exactly right.
It's all like setting up a savings account. That's all it is.
exactly
It's
right.
setting up a savings account. That's all it is.
Talk to you and everything. They talk.
That's
to you.
right.
Yeah, it was easy.
That's right. You set up a brokerage account to do the exact same thing. You set up a brokerage account. You could set up a self-directed Roth IRA account right there too.
Yep.
Okay. And then after that, once cash gets in there, then you can invest it however you want to invest it.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing about a Roth IRA is you could take and buy and sell and do everything else, and you don't have any capital gains in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, how do you report it though, Big Stuff?
You don't have to report it.
At the
That's
end of the
thing.
year.
The only thing you have,
How
the only thing
do you not have to report it? That's what I'm confused about.
Roth IRA is a tax advantaged account because what happens is when you put the money in, you put the money in after taxes. And when you draw the money out, when you get to be 60 years of age, the money is tax free. The amount you put in and the amount that you gain is all tax free after the age of 60.
With the Roth
was
account.
59 and a half or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the best thing to do is just go ahead on and put it in there. You're allowed $7,000 a year after tax money. You're allowed $7,000 a year, and then you can take that money, put it in there, purchase what you want to, whether it's an S&P 500 index mutual fund or an ETF or I don't know, Starbucks, Nike, whatever you want to buy, right? You could turn around and buy it. You can turn around and sell it. And if you sell it and you've made a gain of 50%, you still don't have no capital gains because it's all inside of your Roth account.
Even after you exceed the 7,000, right?
Well, no. What's going to happen is you can only put 7,000 in per year, right?
Right.
Okay. After you do 7,000 per year, then the IRS is going to come knocking on your door. Well, they're not going to come knocking on your door. Fidelity's going to say you can't put no more money in there.
Yeah, they'll stop you.
That's right.
Fidelity, so you can pretty much keep creating emails to get free trials, basically, with the $7,000. So you can have multiple $7,000 accounts and be okay.
No.
Or no?
No. I wouldn't try that. I would only just do one Roth IRA, keep it in there for multiple years, put 7,000 in. And the good thing is you have until April the 15th of 2026 to put in to your 2025 Roth.
Mm-hmm.
So April, you have until the tax deadline to actually put in for the previous year as well. But they only allow $7,000. No, don't create multiple Roth accounts with $7,000 each. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do no shit like that, or don't say, well, I'm going to create one at Fidelity and create one at Charles Schwab and create one at Vanguard and then try to put 7 into each one. No. Don't do that kind of shit. Okay. No. Let me tell you something, man. The way the tax system is in this country and the way tax systems are throughout this whole thing is it's so easy for you to play by the rules and still make money. Okay. Despite despite all the shit that you hear people saying on MSNBC or Fox News or CNBC, it is still possible for you to make money and you to make money on retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just as easy to do it the right way than it is the wrong way.
And
Okay.
that's the thing that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about when I don't have no job anymore and I don't want to work no more, where that money coming from. That's what these investments is about.
Let me tell you something, man, because what happens is you might be in a situation where you just don't feel like working. You turn 60 years of age.
Right, like I don't want to work no more.
I don't want to work no more. Maybe I say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I retire right now? Who knows, right?
Right.
Everybody's approach towards retirement is totally different,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you have different pensions, you have different amounts of savings. You know, for you Biggs, you have TSP, right? I don't have TSP.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so everybody's approach is just a little different. But the thing is understand that what you have to do is you have to figure out a way to do it for yourself. And then after that, I mean, all I can do is just tell you what the IRS says is the maximum, right? Maximum you put in a Roth IRA is $7,000 until you turn 50. Then it's $8,000, right? But the thing is that, I mean, imagine if a Roth IRA had no limitations and you could put 40,000 in there.
You could go crazy.
People would just go straight
Right.
up bonkers with that shit. Because what would happen is that that means that every dollar that account made is tax-free after the age of 60. Wow.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be straight up ridiculous.
That's
okay?
why.
But
That's why it's got a cap on it.
that's why there's a cap on it, $7,000, right? And then they allow $23,000 in a 401k,
Mm-hmm.
and so they allow 23,000 401k per year. But the thing is it's all tax deferred.
Right.
It's not tax free. It's tax
It's
deferred.
deferred. You have to pay for it later.
You got
You're pausing on it and you got to pay for it later. Yep.
That's right. You got to pay for it later. But the other thing, I mean, hey, Zach, we talked about that 2 weeks ago with that HSA, though.
That's right. That's right.
That HSA is some serious stuff. That's triple tax advantages. So that means the money as it goes in is tax free, and then while it's in there, it makes gains tax free. And then whenever you draw it out for a qualifying medical expense, it comes out tax free.
That's right.
That's the only thing that is totally tax free. HSA. And then after that, the rules on the HSA, there's a certain amount of rules. HSA is like $4,000 for an individual, or like $7,000 or $8,000 for an entire family, something like that you can put in there. But what happens is that the HSA allows you to have medical expenses for a long period of time. There's no time limit.
Right.
Let's say you broke your leg 10 years ago and you paid for it all out of pocket. Now you have $15,000 in your HSA. You can take that $10,000 receipt and use that, and then get $10,000 out of your HSA.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
That's tax free. That's a tax free distribution for medical expenses out of your HSA. Yes.
From 10 years ago.
From 10 years ago, yes, because the IRS does not have a limit on the amount on the time of the event, of the medical event. There's tons of YouTube videos on that. It's triple tax advantage.
Oh, this is brand new to me. So
It was brand new to me 2 weeks
But
ago.
see, here's the deal, Biggs. Start off with $50 a month, okay? I don't want to throw too much at you at one time. Start off $50 a month. Get you a brokerage account, get some recurring transactions. Then after that, and then realign your TSP, so that your 6% is actually going towards, something that's actually earning you more than 1%, right? And then after that, then after that, you can start doing other things. I don't know if you have an HSA or not, because
Well,
you have to have a high deductible medical plan to
Mhm.
get on an HSA. And if you don't
what's your
have a high,
social?
huh?
What's your social? IG, Facebook.
Oh, I don't really have one. I think I have Big Zo, because I do photography too. So Big Zo, photo, whatever. I can't remember. I gotta be honest with you.
All right, well, I'm gonna get on your nerves. So,
Get on my nerves. Hey, I tell you what. If reach out to Zach, if he can text you my number.
all right,
Oh,
say
hit, me-
less. It's
hit,
over
me
with.
on,
I'm
hit me on Instagram, Biggs. I'll shoot it to you.
Yeah,
already.
and then after that, we could talk about it. But the thing is I don't want to bore everything with all this financial shit. Okay, I'm here to talk about how much weight did you lose. I didn't hear the number yet. I know
Oh,
you
yeah.
have
No,
50
you didn't.
pounds.
Big no.
He down 50
I'm
pounds.
down 50 pounds now, man.
Okay, 50 pounds. But what's the total body weight now? You were 411 last time.
No, I was 414 last time. I'm
Okay.
405 now.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm 405. And the next time we do this in 2 weeks, I'm gonna be under 400. That's the goal.
That's what
I
I'm
want to be
saying.
under 400. I don't care if it's 399. I want to be under 400 in 2 weeks.
There we go. And see,
Exact. I'm gonna give you. Exact. I'm gonna give you 394.
394. Okay.
Oh,
394.
394.
Hey,
all right.
that's not a bad idea right
That's
there.
the goal. 394. That's the goal for next.
No. We can start betting on this. What's Zach's weight gonna be in 2 weeks? Oh man, there we go. That's better than Powerball.
394. I can go for that. That's what I
I'm
want to
giving
be.
you 394, Cass.
I want to be under 400.
That's better than Powerball because that's the number that really matters, though. To be honest with you, all this financial shit, yeah, it's all gone. It's in and out. And what happens is by the time you get to be 65, people with 65 who haven't saved anything for retirement, guess what? They wind up making it.
Right.
It's just a question of what kind of what does making it actually mean, right?
He said he got $1 396. He said, y'all match it. They put bets in the.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See,
We got 394 from Biggs. Let's see, 396 from Tank.
yes.
Exact. What you what? 6'1", 6'2"?
6'1".
Man, I give you at the end of your goal, I give you about like comfortable 320.
Well, my thing is that's what I want to get, about 315, 320. I don't want to get any lower.
See, but see, Zach, one of the things I'm going for now is that you've lost the 50 pounds. You're going to start plateauing. So I'm going to give you 399 or 400. I
can break the plateau.
Man, 394, Big Zo.
No. What I'm saying is I got you at 399 and 400 right there on the nose, because what's going to happen is that plateau is coming.
Yeah, if I hit a plateau, I'll break it.
Yeah, but usually what happens when people get weight loss plateaus, they tend to stay at that weight for like 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, but Zach got a different mind frame, I think.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm at a plateau yet.
Okay.
I haven't, and like Pops told me. Pops said once I kick in, because he's gonna put me in a little exercise program. He says once you kick in that'll shift that.
It's
I know what'll happen is you start gaining muscle too.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll sort of fluctuate, but I don't care. My thing that I'm gauging it on, I like to see the scale move. My clothes are getting bigger. That's how I know I'm going in the right direction. That's how I know.
There you go. That's the number that matters.
Yeah, 399 or 400. Pick one, Big Zo. Take us like, listen, which one you got? 399 or 400?
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll stay at 400 on the nose. I'll do that.
Okay.
Look. Once you drop down, you're gonna start being a clothes whore. You're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this with this, so on and so forth, for real, because you're a New Yorker. For real. You're gonna want to be fly.
I did that once before, and I bought way too much. I did that once before.
Right.
You bought another shirt? You bought another? I did that once before.
Yeah, you're gonna want to be fly. So that's gonna be the motivation. Like for real. Once you get to your point.
You want to know something, Biggs? You know the thing that motivates me? It's never been about getting clothes or doing anything like that. It's always just been about my heart not stopping. I'm just gonna be
Yep.
honest with you. That's what it's always been about. Now I want a new knee, but it's always been about that. It's been about being able to be here. So I mean, that's my thing. As long as I'm here, I'm cool. I can listen, and it don't take much. I'm not a flashy. I've never been a flashy type of guy. It don't take much.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just be here and be able to enjoy everybody.
That's facts.
There you go.
Facts.
There you go.
That's facts.
Well. Hey, man. Like I'm saying, I hope I'm wrong whenever I say the plateau. Right? I'm calling the plateau. I hope I'm wrong about that.
We gonna see. I'm just gonna work my 2 weeks and keep doing what I'm doing to see how it goes. That's what I'm saying. And I won't be satisfied anyway because 50 pounds is the mark. But you drink a lot of water. You don't go to the bathroom one time, you gain a pound or two. So when I'm at like 52, 53, then I know I broke that 50-pound mark. That's how
I just don't want you to ever get tired, bro, of not, you know what I mean? Not that you're gonna not realize the goal, but I want you to still have that hunger, that pain, you know what I mean, of getting that shit up out you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
Like for real.
You can tell the differences. I like the differences of what's going on, and I like what's happening. My motivation is when I go and my blood pressure is low, my cholesterol is looking good, stuff like that. My A1C looking good. So those things like that, that's motivation for me because I know if those things are moving in the right direction, then I'm being healthy. And
Hell yeah.
that's what I think about. It sounds kind of morbid, but to me, that's what's important is being here as long as I can. I look at all my people, like, my pops is getting ready to be 84 in a couple weeks. My mom's is 83.
Bro, do you understand your lineage?
A long time. So I could, if I do the right thing, maybe get me another 30-something years at this. You know?
That's fire, bro.
So yeah, I can call my mother and let her know, I'm losing the weight and my blood results and all that. She used to be a nurse. That stuff excites her when she hears the numbers and I give her all that. So yeah,
there you go.
I'm good. I want to be here as long as I can for them and for everybody else. And I never wanted just one thing. I never wanted it to be that my mother was still here and I'm gone.
Right. Your mother's got to bury you.
That's right. I never wanted that. I don't want that for them.
Zach, you ain't going nowhere, baby. Pop still 84. Man, you got a long way to go. You heard me.
That's the plan, man. That is the plan. That's what I'm working on. And besides, I got grandkids, man. I want to see them graduate from high school. Or maybe college. I don't know. They're young. I don't know.
That's right.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, man.
I'm doing the best that I can, man. What up, CDL?
All right. Well,
but I definitely appreciate you, Big Zo. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Appreciate the knowledge, man. Looking forward to hearing from you again. And you'll hear from me because I'm doing my dibbling and dabbling, finding good stuff. I'm looking to that VOO that you told me about. And those mutual funds. And yeah, we're gonna keep this going. Talk about as much as we can so everybody can learn, man. This is a good thing for us.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, like I'm saying, because the more people I talk to, the more people kind of take it to say, well, he told me to buy this, he told me to buy that. No. I don't want nobody to tell anybody that I told anybody to buy anything. Okay.
That's why I say he can lead you to the water, but you got to drink it.
You got that right.
And that's why I picked that's why I remember we had a conversation. I said, this is gonna be the first thing I'm investing. The next thing I did, like I said, I used AI to tell me what's the performing whatever. And I'm what you call it when you buy into the mutual funds, you called it something, Big Zo. That fee you got to pay.
High yield account.
No. The good gosh. It's the fee that they have that you have to own that. Oh gosh, damn! I just forgot it.
Yeah, because I want to pump that into the AI too.
Right.
I want to put that in there and see what I'm looking at. I want to see what has the least fees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the thing is you're gonna find some of the ones that were on the list right there have some of the lowest fees.
Okay.
But the thing is that remember, like a fee of like 0.03, like one of them was, in order if you had $20,000, that's like $6 is your advisory fee. Or it's not advisory fee. I can't remember I can't remember what that fee
I know
actually
what you're
is.
talking about, though, Big Zo.
I
Yeah,
thought you
it's
Yeah.
said
that low ass
I thought
cost.
you said advisory fee. That's what I thought you said.
No, it's not advisory fee. I know it's not an advisory fee. Let me see, what is that fee
It's
for
like a
mutual fund?
dumbass membership fee,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said make
No.
sure you watch those.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to watch those. Let me see here. Hold on. Let me do some research here real quick.
Because they add up, Zach. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like $6 here, then one is $9 here,
And that's why
$12. You see what I'm saying? Like for real, or
that's what I
whatever.
want to try to
That should
find
eat some money a little bit.
some good performing ones that ain't gonna eat everything up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but remember, you guys got to have like $1 million to get all that stuff eaten up.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I
So
mean,
it's always gonna be a fee. That's why I'm saying, Big Zo, you need to be the motley fool for the black people, baby. Like, come on.
okay.
Like, yo.
I know what it is now. It is called expense ratio.
Expense ratio. There you go.
Yes,
That's
it
Mhm.
is expense ratio. And so check your mutual funds, check your
Every
ETFs for the expense ratio. And you want to find one that has a low expense ratio. Now, I will tell you, I'll give you a hint, Zach, and I won't tell you who it is, but Fidelity has a really good mutual fund that has no expense ratio.
okay. I'm making a note right now.
I think you can
So how
find
much
that.
fundage do you have to have to
I'm
come
gonna
through that
Google it.
account? So it don't be
Um,
that.
$1. You can invest as little as $1.
Okay.
And it's a stock based mutual fund, and it uses some S&P 500 companies, and it uses some additional companies, but they charge no expense ratio.
That's why I just made a note because the next business day, I don't
Right.
think I don't think they'll be open tomorrow.
Right.
On Tuesday, I'll be calling them in the morning, like, hey, I need to get into this. What's your no expense ratio fund, mutual fund?
Yeah. And so as a matter of fact, Fidelity calls it zero.
Oh, okay. Zero.
And that's right. It's zero expense ratio. That's right. It's no expense ratio. But the thing is that there are some restrictions. You have to you can only buy it through Fidelity. I think you can only buy it through Fidelity. So
I mean, I don't mind that. That's what I'm working with anyway.
but yeah.
Hey, Big
So
Zo, one last
uh-huh.
thing before we get out of here.
What's that?
How do you avoid the emotional thing of climate per se, like Procter and Gamble or
P&G.
whatever? Like,
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you mean? What are you
how,
talking about?
so if you have COVID or you have, I'm just using that as an
Mm-hmm.
example. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Of I'm cashing out and I don't give a fuck what nobody doing. I know what I've been doing. Here's my money. What do you do in that crisis? Do you hold your bread and let it settle? Do you hold your bread and invest of the commodity, or do you hold your bread and stay the fuck out the way?
I would well the thing is I mean most people whenever they start buying stocks usually they invest for the long run. Okay.
Yeah.
And so if you have a 2 week threshold or something like that, or 3 week, 1 month, 2 month threshold or something like that, and I need that money back in 1 month or whatever, I don't know if the stock market's going to be where you need to be.
Right.
Okay.
3 to 5 years, you could start to see, a lot of companies will start to turn around or whatever. Now, to be honest with you, you may be able to grab one of those ETFs that was put on the screen earlier. I won't
Yep.
tell which one, right? But you might be able to get 14-15% for an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
So now we talking. I allow my license a lot and say I'm 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 5'5.5". For real, for real. Big Zo,
Okay.
you got knowledge, bro. You got knowledge like a motherfucker. Like, won't you just drop the knowledge, bro? Like
Because
you drop the knowledge and then you be like, all right, because I don't want nobody coming at me, blase, 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 blah. But you got, I mean, a pick for the evening. Like for real, you be having a pick four. Like, bro, I've been wanting to holler at you for the simple fact of the
that's right.
whole Powerball thing. Like, I got you screen recorded, and I've been studying this shit, studying
Oh,
it,
oh, 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 you
studying
talking about
it.
you
Yeah,
talking about
yo,
the
you be
Powerball
dropping
results.
some shit.
This
Yeah,
this
fuck
system you got.
out of here, Big Zo. Big
I
Zo, yo,
I can't
yo.
tell nobody that because I'm a man of science, okay? And so what I did was I pulled out all of the results of the
Well, all
Powerball.
I want you to know is be careful when you say shit like how you say shit with people like me. Like for real. Like,
But
cause
see,
ain't no way, bro. Like you gotta drop them numbers, yo.
but see, what happens is this though, Biggs. There's nothing stopping you or anybody else from figuring out exactly what the winning numbers were with Powerball for the last 10 years. Take all that stuff and put in a spreadsheet and figure and count up the number of white balls.
Yeah, but do you know how much shit I gotta deal with knowing the numbers off of two balls? Like I got real
All I'm
shit
saying
going
is
on.
all
Real
I'm saying
shit
is
shaking and
this.
moving.
All I'm saying is this,
Ain't no
man.
way, bro. You is
But see,
what?
but see, what
What?
happens is this is that you can figure out exactly, and all you really got to do is figure out, well, okay, statistically, these three balls have shown up more in the last 10 years than all the other 61 balls.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, so
So
you
then that
breaking the system though, Big Zo. Listen, you breaking the system
I'm not a
and you get it.
billionaire, right? I
Yeah,
haven't
I
won the
know.
Powerball.
I understand 100,000%. That's the part. Like for real. I understand. The shit that comes with it, I can't duck off like how you ducked off. Real rap. I'm just being honest.
all I'm saying is this, okay? All I'm saying is every system kind of has a certain kind of pattern, whether it's Mega Millions or whether it's Powerball, okay? And usually the past results are available to the public. And there's
Yep.
nothing stopping you from saying, okay, I can take all these numbers and plug into a program and then
That's why they sell them dumbass magazines at the rest stops and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
For real. That's all you did and accumulated all the information and you winning.
No, I haven't won. I haven't won no Powerball stuff, man. And whenever I go to play, I just let them randomly draw the numbers.
You ain't got a lot of me though, Big Bro.
All right, y'all. We'll
look,
talk
look,
about this again. We've been on here almost 3 hours now.
yeah.
Oh
Like I'm
shit,
saying,
I'm
man.
out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm
All
Appreciate
right,
good.
you,
all right,
Dave.
Zach.
Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you,
You
Big Zo.
guys stay out of trouble, Zach. And hey, give me a call if you have any
I will.
questions, sir.
Yep, I will. Thanks everybody for sticking with us tonight. Having a good conversation. Appreciate y'all. I will see y'all in 2 weeks. We'll do this again, and then we're gonna be under 400. Let's
There
get
we
it.
go.
Right? Love y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.
All right, be out.